And then you got the third people who like, you know, actually read it and be like, okay, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
And know better not to engage. So the only, it's kind of like a feedback loop of like, the only people engaging with the slander time after time are the dumbest people who instantly believe it. I think part of it stems from like the idol culture that you need to be like so perfect and like literally any amount of dirt, right? Like anything will get you like kind of thrown out of like the community, really, the bigger part of the industry.
That's crazy because a lot of people, a lot of the content online is focused on calling out things that are going wrong or calling out frustrations, but there's very little solution.
I genuinely do try to do my best for everybody in the community and mostly for myself, you know what I mean? Because I think like my biggest nightmare is me letting everyone down again.
Hello, everybody. Hello, I'm here with Taiga. Taiga, what's up?
Hello.
We've been planning this for so long. I'm so glad, like it's finally happening, Taiga.
It's been like genuinely like months, right?
It's
At
been
this point,
months. We just never had.
How are you doing there, Rima? How are you having a good day? Are you as nervous as I am?
I'm having a good day. I'm glad we're doing this. I'm just I'm more nervous because I'm rusty because I haven't streamed all week because I've been working on my like projects behind the scenes. And I've
Anything you can, that's exciting.
Yeah, I have 2 videos coming up. I wrote 2 full video. I researched and wrote and scripted 2 full videos this week. And I spent the whole day like singing a song from the Niana concert, like the 3D Niana concert that's gonna be hosted by Fillion, which is crazy. Yeah. The song I'm singing is funny though. I was kind of getting into it. I'm not gonna reveal what it is yet because you guys are just gonna laugh.
It's gonna be a surprise.
What did you do this week?
What did I do this week? Oh my god. Not much. Not anything. Nothing I can brag about. I don't think.
Oh.
I've been stressed. I've been a little stressed. It's been a little stressful this week.
Oh yeah, because of the whole.
There's a whole thing.
It's
a whole thing. I'm sure we'll get into it. I'm sure there's plenty of time.
Yeah, we can get a little into it towards the end. I feel like there's not much to say or to add on it because it's like kind of it's done because she, apologized and all that. But I mean, 2024 as a year for you has been quite eventful. I'm sorry, Taiga.
It's okay. Yeah, no, it's kind of sucked. It's not been a great year. Not my best work, eh? Oh, there it is. There's the Canadian coming out. Yeah, you're losing the YouTube channel, and then the Twitter like immediately after that. Not ideal. Not on my not at the top of my bucket list, but
yes,
I've been making do.
I forgot you lost the Twitter too, actually.
Yeah, it sucks too because I think we lost like the YouTube, right? And then I tweeted about it and it got a lot of attention on Twitter and I started gaining a lot of Twitter followers. So I was like, oh shit, well at least my like Twitter is kind of like coming up because of it, right? And then we lost the Twitter too.
No.
And then I'm just like, oh shit, oh fuck. Oh, there's nothing left. I mean, there's the Twitch, but yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Wait, first of all, how many subscribers did you have on YouTube at that point when you lost the channel?
We were gaining on like almost 200. I think we were at 187,000.
Wow.
It was almost 200K. It was super exciting actually.
How long were you working on that channel?
Since I like began Vtubing, like straight up. I had the channel before that. Like I had the channel since I was like, God, in high school. And then like I just I used it for like school stuff a lot. And then when, I started Vtubing, I like deleted all the videos and then
oh my God.
And then started using it for Vtubing. And then so yeah, like literally since like 2020, I've been uploading to that channel.
It was like your baby.
It was my baby. It was my little pet project baby. Yeah.
Dude, I cry when I lose a game save. Imagine losing I'm so sorry. It's like I think it's every YouTuber's like worst nightmare.
Yeah, I would imagine I think every YouTuber has probably got like one like platform where they're like, if I lose this,
yeah,
it's very personal, What would that be for you? Like, what's your?
I don't know. I'd be screwed. Even though I have been ever since I started my channel. I mean, I always knew this was a risk, so I like started my Discord community right away. Do you have an offline community, like a Discord server?
Yeah, I've got my Discord server, of course.
Okay, yeah, that's
Taigaholics, anonymous. Plug.
Anonymous. Okay.
Anonymous, yeah.
Do you guys have meetings?
we don't have any meetings, and it's not very anonymous.
Yeah, I think
everybody will know you're a Taigaholic if you go there, but
I think every YouTuber or every even Twitch streamer, it's really important to have like an offline community you can fall back on if you do lose your channel. Then you can redirect them to your new channel or your new, hey, I'm streaming there now. Oi, you! Yeah, you! Hi! If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video.
It is funny you say that, because I actually did have... So this is my second Discord server because we actually did lose the first one as well.
But
The first one also got deleted.
Bro.
It was due to some issues with like another person mass reporting some of the fan art we got in there, and then the whole thing just got nuked along with like several my Discord account that I had since like 2017, and then a couple of my mods accounts because they were just like too active there, and then Discord was like, okay, you guys are too active on this server, so we're nuking you. You should have moderated it better. We're nuking your accounts too.
Oh my god.
So this is the second server, but we've got way more members than the first one, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, you made it back up.
We got it back. We made it back up. It still sucks. It still fucking sucks, but yeah.
When did this happen? Like a long time ago?
Yeah, this was like in 2020 or 2022, I want to say. So like a bit after like everything.
Wow. Okay. Jeez. Okay, I gotta take a look at my Discord server again.
Yeah, no, that's why we moderate the hell out of it now. That's why we're so. I think some people say like we're a little too censorship happy, but like we have to be. We're so careful now. We don't want to do anything
that's what I've been
even potentially risk.
Yes,
like anything.
That's what I've been telling my Discord, because they were annoyed because we were censoring some stuff, and I was like, well, it's either that or we lose the Discord. What do you guys want?
It's not in the Discord, so yeah. Discord's like really they're trigger happy. I also lost my original TikTok. Dude, I've been basically deplatformed everywhere.
No way.
I also lost my OG TikTok at 100k followers, and then I made a new one. It's at 30k, and I just gave up on posting it for the time being.
I need help for TikTok. I can't break 500 followers. I suck.
You just gotta like, honestly, like it's so brain rot over there. Like you kind of just have to be a scumbag.
I think I'm too much of a boomer.
You're too much of a boomer. Yeah, you're probably like too honest about it. You know what I mean? You just gotta be like, you gotta clickbait. You gotta post the most like just trash. Just post trash on there, I think.
Okay.
It's a whole different like audience on that platform. I feel.
Intentionally misspell titles so people correct you in the comments.
Something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
Rage bait.
Post the raunch. But not too much raunch.
Does that mean that you had the brain rot when you were posting there since you got to 100k?
I guess so. I think I had one video that did really well. I think that's how it starts. You get like one video that does like really, really well, and then like the algorithm will just kind of start like recommending more and more of your videos to the people who like follow based on that one. I think my video that popped off was it was one of the big donations I got from a certain user.
Oh yes.
That like got like 2 million views, and then I got like 100k based on that, and then that just kind of fueled the rest of the videos I started posting.
Oh, okay. And this is a question I also had for other creators. No one talks about TikTok and how I think the algorithm for VTubers has changed drastically since 2020, because a lot of VTubers have been saying that in 2020 anything with VTuber on it would like really pop off, and now it's been a lot more difficult to gain traction.
Yeah, I think so. I think the boom is kind of over, you know. I think people are getting like a little too used to VTubers. I think, you know, they were new and shiny like back in 2020, 2022, and then I think people are just kind of used to it now, you know. It's not a novelty anymore, you know. It's just becoming mainstream.
I'm wondering if TikTok is shadow banning stuff with VTubers. Because I know, because of my boobs on my last model, were you drinking water? And
I was.
That's funny. I may just spill out the water. I think because of my boobs, I kept getting like my content was scanned and it was getting shadow banned because it's 2D.
That's ridiculous. They're lovely. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Sorry to hear that.
So yeah. Anyway, TikTok for VTubing. Maybe we're gonna need some Taiga classes on that.
Well, I don't think I'm the person to ask anymore. I gave up on TikTok after I kind of tried to do it, and it's just, I don't know. You just need to post so much, and like I feel like I'm not posting like anything good. You know, I feel like it's just brain rot that I have to post like over and over again and just wait for it to go into the algo. It just doesn't feel rewarding at all. You know.
Oh, okay, I see. You just so what channels?
For me, of course. For me, that's just a me thing.
What channels do you have left now where you can post content?
I've got my Twitch.
Twitch.
I got my sister's Twitter. That I
Yeah, the
post
one you're
clips to
using.
occasionally.
Yeah.
The one I'm using. I'm trying to get that one back up, but it's been rough.
I think you got more followers than me already.
I think so.
Popping
yeah,
off.
I suppose
But
I do.
it's not
Maybe
the
I guess I
same
should-
because you had more
yeah.
before. I know.
I guess for me, it's like a perspective thing. It's like,
Yes.
it's just like I'm gonna be working maybe like another like 3 years just to get back to where I was before I got banned.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, and that's kind of it. I think that's kind of it. I'm maybe I'll open like an Instagram. You know what I mean?
Oh, you should.
I hear that's good. I hear Instagram is like kind of useful for something. I never thought about it though.
Like whatever popped off on TikTok like years ago will pop off on Instagram. Like they get everything later, which is kind of funny. Your Twitter account, how did you lose it?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I don't really know because I lost it once before, right? Like I don't know if you're in the know, but literally the exact same time last year, or 2 years ago, I think I was about to go to Veld. Do you know what Veld is? You familiar with Veld?
No.
It's like a music festival in Toronto. It's like
Oh,
EDM.
okay. Oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's sick. It's good vibes, good time. You should totally go. Anyway, but I was going to Veld in 2023, and then my Twitter account got suspended like the week before Veld.
Oh no.
In August, or just before August, right? And then like I appealed it a bunch, and then I got it back, and then it got suspended again at the same time in the same time before Veld again. Obviously this time probably due to like just unwanted attention due to, oh my god, what's that one?
Yes.
I don't even want to say his name. The guy, the dude, like I want to call him a stalker, but I feel like that's almost giving him too much credit, like too much power, you know? He's just a little creepy little weirdo.
Somebody that was bothering you.
Somebody was bothering me. Yeah, he started like commenting on my YouTube videos before my YouTube channel got banned. Basically about how like, well, this is too lewd. This is too lewd for my Puritan eyes. He only got on our radar when we I posted a video called like I read Rule 34 comments, where I would go to like my own Rule 34 tag and just like read the comments on it. We didn't show any of the art, at least nothing like graphic, obviously. And you know, we would read the comments, and like plenty of people have done videos like this before and since. It was like a funny concept, I thought, and it was doing really well when we uploaded. It was almost like 100K video of views in like under a day. It was crazy. It was popping off, and then suddenly the video gets taken down, and we're given a warning. And I'm like,
what?
Okay, I guess we flew too close to the sun. So we re-edited it. And then we re-uploaded it. We got rid of some of the more raunchy jokes, some of the weirder stuff. I think there was like a fart joke in there. We got rid of the fart joke. No farts. YouTube hates farts, I guess.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know. Can you believe it?
But did you sense? No, but that's weird because like it should partially demonetize you. It shouldn't give you like, it shouldn't take down the video. And then did you appeal the video? I appealed it, and it was immediately denied. That's like a trend I think you'll find. So it's not a human that reviewed it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Anytime YouTube like immediately insta denies stuff, like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like there's just no way.
There's no way.
You do not have enough employees to be like auto denying these fucking videos.
No, there's no way. Yeah.
Especially if it takes them like, I don't know, 18 hours to like review the video to take it down. You're telling me it just doesn't really add up. But we re-edited it, we put the video back up, and then we get a comment on the new video before it gets taken down saying, I'm reporting this video just like I reported the last one. I have the screenshot somewhere, but honestly, it's like not super important. Basically, the guy like bragged about getting the last one taken down, and I just like, I think I screenshotted the his like little comment, put it on Twitter, and I was like, oh my god, get laid. Like it was a joke. It wasn't meant to be anything like too serious, but I don't know. At that point, I think he like latched onto me and just kept like reporting my videos.
Oh, you think he saw that?
I think he definitely saw it. He has a Twitter account. He totally saw it. He has like 2 different Twitter accounts he was like posting from. He definitely saw it, and then he like posted on Twitter. He's showing off all of all of these like just pages and pages, screenshots of pages of him like reporting reporting my videos just for like bullshit, like
that
complete
is
bullshit.
wild. Okay, so but it's so stupid that there's a loophole like this in YouTube that will put your videos under a radar.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an issue in my opinion.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little biased though, but yeah, I think the system's completely broken.
Have you ever tried talking to support on YouTube? Because on
yeah.
not a lot of people know, but there's a YouTube support for partnered streamers.
We tried. We 100% tried. YouTube support.
They kind of like go off this tree. They have like these pre-made answers that they use. They talk like bots
like
sometimes.
Yes,
it
feels
does.
like you're talking to an NPC dialogue tree.
It's
a farce.
It's
I don't
definitely
think it
a dialogue tree, but they've helped me sometimes. And like I did send them a ticket at first when your YouTube channel got down. Yeah, because they sent you a I was like, oh, a friend's channel's got taken down. You know, I think this is not well, I just think it's bad for the whole system of YouTube. That's why I was motivated to do that, because obviously I don't want people to be able to exploit the system like this.
Yeah, it's
bad for the whole ecosystem.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's seriously awful, and I don't think people like realize how awful it is, because like until it happens to someone like they kind of care about, everybody I think kind of wants to ignore it. The YouTube support system is like a farce though. Like it is not real, if that makes sense. Like I'm barely certain I'm talking to real people half the time, and then when I am, like they're never actually able to reverse any decisions made by YouTube. Like if your shit gets banned, they're just going to enforce it. They're just going to reinforce it. They're never going to unban your shit if you reach out to YouTube support.
They've sent me like an external link where you can reappeal, and that one is seen by a human. And I helped Rosie Belmu with some issues, and she says like they all fixed it. So sometimes it is helpful. It's kind of like a gamble.
I'll start submitting through that maybe.
I will.
Back.
Yeah, I can. I will. Just remind me like this weekend, and I'll send you the link.
For sure.
So, what kind of content did you make on your channel for this guy to report it so much? Aside from like the Rule 34 thing, is like I know some people were under the impression you did mostly lewd content.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess, like, lewd is one word you could technically use.
But you're not a lewdtuber, or do you consider yourself a lewdtuber?
Not in the traditional sense, right? I don't think I'm not showing anything off, you know?
Yeah.
Like the way a lot of other, like, VTubers kind of do. I kind of just say stuff on my Twitch, and then if it's funny, or, like, if it's, like, funny out of context, we'll clip it and, like, take it out of context and just post it on the YouTube channel. It's more innuendo, yeah. I think so kind of says it best.
Like
lewd adjacent innuendos. It's just jokes.
Like what Marine does, you know, or just lewd jokes, but it's not lewd content. You're not, having the chat control a vibrator with Wi-Fi.
No. Oh my god, do people do that? Do VTubers do that?
Yes, they do. What do you mean? Yes. Wait, am I not right, chat? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Project
crazy.
Melody did this, and Ayo, chat is saying Ayo.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, I'll write that down.
That's absolutely a thing.
That's a good idea.
Oh shit, is that gonna be a subathon goal? I think it should be.
I'm gonna do it now. Now I'm doing it. Oh my god. No, obviously not. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I was like relatively tame, even compared to like other femboy VTubers. I think, like there's a lot of femboy VTubers in my opinion who do like way more. Especially on VR chat, like there's some VR chat streams. Oh man, just I don't know how that stuff gets allowed on YouTube
or on Twitch,
or on Twitch for that matter. Yeah.
So, but now that you're on Twitch and there's like people, well, not just people, I guess, VTubers getting striked left and right. Are you worried about this? Are you worried about the Twitch, maybe ruling one of your last platforms? What are your thoughts on the Twitch changes you've seen go through lately?
Oh, that's like, okay, this might be a hot take.
Okay.
Don't cancel me. At first, I was like a little concerned about it, you know what I mean? Because like I just been deplatformed and everything, and then I saw like Shondo getting hit for like what seemed like the most innocuous like shit. However, as time went on, and I think I've seen more and more VTubers kind of be like, oh my god, I'm getting hit for this. I did nothing wrong. And then I look at their streams, right? And this is just my opinion, and I wasn't naming any names, but like I feel like there's maybe becoming a trend of people like intentionally pushing the boundaries on Twitch to kind of get banned on purpose. There's definitely like a few people, like a few instances where I've been like, okay, but like I don't even like. Come on, we know better, right? We know better, right? We should kind of know better, right?
Like that girl with the huge hunkabunkas, and she was like, I've only zoomed in for 5 seconds accidentally, and then we looked at the stream and it's huge titties. That was funny.
She didn't even get banned though, I believe. She only got like a warning. She was like, they were like, hey, you need to put like the sexual like content tag on your streams from now on if you're gonna be streaming like this. And then she like went to Twitter and she was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And I'm like, oh. She was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And I'm like, oh. I think like at least you weren't banned, you know? like maybe just do what they're suggesting and thank them that you weren't banned, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I
know that might not be a popular take, but I do think some people are definitely pushing the boundaries just for like a trend, just for clout, you know?
I get it. Going back to the type of content you did, I saw a tweet of you saying something about Twitch. I can't remember the exact tweet, but you were like kind of saying that you were not sure that, you know, doing sexual content on Twitch is like viable anymore, or like making lewd jokes.
You're right. I don't know. I don't know about lewd jokes, but like I definitely think like,
I mean, lewd jokes for adults.
Yeah. I definitely still kind of stand by that. I think like I like, as much as I say I do think some people like are pushing the boundaries on purpose, I do think the boundaries are shrinking as well, and that's why I've kind of stopped. Like I don't know. I haven't been like doing my usual grift, if you can call that, my usual jokes, right? Like I'm not the stuff I posted on YouTube before I was suspended. I kind of like, you know, turned back just in case. You know what I mean? Just in case.
Super safe.
Play it super safe, right? Because like I can't afford to, you know, get suspended on Twitch for clout or, you know, intentionally or accidental otherwise, you know?
So you're not necessarily switching away or moving away from your previous content. You're just adjusting a little bit, playing it a little safer, a little more Cecil.
I'm playing it a little safer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also think like this is like a separate issue entirely, but you know, femboys, they're very, especially in the VTuber community, they tend to be very hypersexualized, and that's kind of like the appeal, I think, for like most of us. And I think I just like for myself, you know, I really want to be, I want to prove to myself that I can be more than that. I want to prove to other people that femboys can be more than that. You know what I mean? That they're not just like, you know, nothing but like sex jokes, the same sex jokes like on repeat 20 times a night, I guess.
Totally. And what do you think femboys are so popular? Like, this is a new, sort of a recent cultural, you know, phenomenon. It kind of blew up. I know me and my chat reacted to a femboy video the other day. They liked it.
Oh yeah? It was...
I think I showed it to you. It was the femboy versus tomboy video.
Yeah, I reacted to that one as well.
You did? Did they like it?
I think that, guys, did you like it? Tygoons in chat? I don't know. I don't know what they want anymore. I think they liked it enough. I think they thought it was okay. It's cute. It's a cute video, you know? It's fun.
It's still an untapped market. Why do you think they're so popular, especially in VTubing?
I wouldn't say they're all that popular in VTubing, you know? Okay. I definitely think they carved out their own niche, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's like, you can find an audience within VTubing, but
because it's a niche within a niche.
But it's definitely a niche within a niche. It's not, you know, you're not gonna blow up being a femboy VTuber, I don't think.
I see. Has that ever brought in its own set of challenges?
Definitely, I think, you know, I think so. This is just like my impression, of course, and you know, it's like honestly something I really wanted to talk to more people about. Like, I need to do my own interview show where I just talk with other femboys, I guess. But let me think. It kind of sucks in like a way, but it's like fun, right? It's like fun. It's like there's the taboo to it. It's like it's just fun. But there's like I feel like you don't really fit in like the male VTuber aesthetic or like the group you don't fit in with like either like group of gender roles. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
And that's so like you obviously like you don't count as a girl because you're not, and then you don't count as like a boy because like oh you're just a little too fruity. I don't know. It's almost like I almost feel like people view you as like a little too fruity to be like to hang out with like the real male VTubers almost sometimes. I don't know if that's like obviously that's just like one impression, one point of view.
Too fruity to hang out with the real male VTubers? Why is
Too fruity?
They're like no, they're gonna flirt with him.
There's definitely like I don't know, like I don't see them interacting a lot. Granted, I'm not like super in the community anymore, obviously, so there might be like collabs going on that I don't know about that I'm not invited to, of course, but
okay.
No,
I get it. I can see how it would bring in its own set of discrimination and stuff. It being its own unique thing, and
and I do think the hypersexualization doesn't like help that either. I think it doesn't help the impression because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So, what are your most active platform right now? Where are you streaming the most? Is it just Twitch?
Yeah, I'm all in on Twitch right now.
Okay, and Twitter, if people want to have updates of you, this is where they should go. Twitter, Discord, Twitter and Discord basically are the best places to kind of okay.
to interact with me for sure. I have a Blue Sky as well, but I'm not really like posting anything in there other than like shit posting, I guess.
I haven't posted anything there. I suck. I don't know how you guys do it.
Oh man, I don't know. I wanna go all in on Blue Sky. I just don't think the audience is there for it yet.
Yeah, me too. What about your Twitch streams? Are you streaming quite frequently? Like how many times do you stream a day? No.
Since I lost my YouTube channel, I've been like hella demotivated. It happened right before Valid, like I said, and then after Valid, it's just I don't know. I'm kind of going like all into my debut, my next like big VTuber debut. So hopefully once that happens, I'll be able to like find my motivation, find my flow again. But right now I'm streaming like maybe once a week if I'm able to muster it up. I apologize, Tygoons. I'm sorry.
When is that happening?
The debut?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're aiming for like February 2025 at this point.
Nice.
Mm-hmm,
yeah, I think it's good not to have a concrete date until you have everything on hand. That was a mistake I made. I like announced my debut before I received all my assets. And I was like 15 minutes before my debut, I was putting my animation lore video together still.
Wait, really? That's crazy. What the fuck?
It was so stressful. Yeah,
That's so stressful.
Yeah, I had to push back like an hour. I added some sound effects myself because I received it unfinished. It was a whole mess. I was so stressed out.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
That sounds like a nightmare, dude.
Yeah, Loom remembers. Yeah, Lumi was like, you can still push back your debut. I was like, no, I can't. People are waiting.
I'm like, like I said, I'm aiming for February, but the problem is like, if I don't give like my artists I'm working with like concrete dates, some of them kind of see it as like a suggestion as well. So like, I feel like I need to like give them like a hard date.
Definitely.
Like I just need to lie to them.
Yes.
And say, we need by this day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So. There's some stuff I've never even received. Like
really?
Yeah.
What? Did you pay for it? Oh my god.
Yeah, she did send it to me later on. It's a background that I haven't revealed yet because I was like, well, I missed the event, so I'll just keep it for another event, I guess. It looks really good though.
I'm sorry that happened. That's stressful.
Yeah.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared now. Oh my god.
No, you'll be fine. You have time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, just
as long as the model's ready, I can make do.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna loop back to the YouTube channel thing because that's kind of the main topic, and I think it's good to spread awareness on this. Also, it doesn't happen to other people. So do you think losing the YouTube channel, it was mainly because somebody maliciously reported you?
Oh yeah, 102%. No doubt about it. I if the what's his name didn't like start mass reporting all my videos, I don't think it would have gotten deleted.
Yeah.
Based on like what I've learned about kind of how YouTube works, I don't think they care. I think you can virtually post anything you want. Obviously, like some stuff is gonna blatantly like violate the TOS, but as long as it doesn't blatantly violate the TOS, YouTube won't care. Until someone starts reporting it, and they keep reporting it. And then I think YouTube kind of gets their eyes on you, and they start like, when they start seeing an influx of reports, they'll almost like look at you with what's the expression I'm thinking of? They'll look at you a little more closely, you know. They'll look at you a little more like harder.
Yeah, it's
They'll be a little harder on your channel when like reviewing the reports. The more reports you receive, in my opinion.
not a lot of people know this, but I think there's like a hidden trust score to your YouTube channel.
Really?
And the lower your trust score gets, then the more, partial demonetization you get, the yellow dollar signs, and then the scrutiny heightens. And then at one point, it's like being under a very strict contract. It's I think what happened is your channel trust score became so low because of all the reports that anything at that point, it's just a matter of time before you make a single step. Like any step you'll make, they're gonna get you for that. It's like being under a very strict contract.
That makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. If I also had to guess, I would also say there's like, it has to be like a ratio kind of thing, you know what I mean? Because if it was that easy to get channels deleted, like massive channels like Sniper Wolf would just be like gone, right?
But I know there's some creators, like when they get in very heated debates online, they'll start like privating a bunch of videos that are more like risque because people could mass report them. Like the creators that they know they get a lot of hate, like political creators and stuff like that, they do that. Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah. I thought it might work like, if you have a certain amount of views, it might take like a certain amount of reports.
Oh, yes.
It might be like, so like if I have lower viewers than like, if you're getting millions of views per video, obviously like you're going to look at one single report. I doubt they're going to like care about. What if you get like, I don't know. I think it's a ratio thing as well.
That is
I have no
smart.
proof of this. This is just I don't know. It's just my conspiracy theory. I do think there's like a ratio though.
Yeah, no one really knows how YouTube works, but that would make sense. There's definitely like different parameters to this, whatever algorithm they use.
There's something going on, and they're definitely not being honest about it, in my opinion.
Cyberwolf is definitely protected somehow, or
for sure.
she didn't get like the right amount of reports.
I don't know if, I think in her case, she's probably just protected somehow.
That too.
There's probably, actually, honestly, it might just be the bigger VTubers are just protected somehow. I could be wrong about the ratio thing, but there's something stinks, in my opinion.
I wish they would just be more transparent about how it works. So, okay, so after, like, walk me through the whole thing, because I really want to understand this. First, that video, Rule 34, it got taken down, you re-uploaded it. Then, was it a strike that came with the video that got taken down?
Yeah, the re-upload got taken down, and that was my first strike. So we post the original, get a warning, we re-edit it, try to make it, cool, safe for work. It gets taken down, we're given a strike, and then I think we're not able to upload for like a week or something, or 2 weeks or something. And then inexplicably, I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Then like a random clip video from my Twitch gets taken down, second strike, and then before I even have the chance to appeal the second strike, like I was holding on appealing it, and the reason I held on appealing the second strike right away was because they had instantly denied my first 2 appeals for the other videos.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if I just appeal now, they're gonna instantly deny it. And that's, I just don't, I don't need the rejection right now. So I'm gonna hold on. And then before even the end of the day, before I even get the chance, the third strike comes. We don't know what video it went on. We just know the third strike was on the channel and the channel was gone.
Oh my God, we didn't even give you a reason. How can you even know about this strike if your channel's gone?
Yeah, well, they emailed they sent it to my Gmail, and then I logged in obviously, and then they're like, hey, you're too cute or something. Too much nudity and sexual content, apparently. And then, that was it. It was gone. We have no idea what like the third strike went for, or if it was just for like the whole channel.
That's awful. You don't even know what the third strike is for?
Yeah, no idea. And I didn't get to appeal the second strike either, which is kind of like the annoying part.
So what did you do after that? What kind of actions can you take?
I also held off sending the appeal in immediately, but they did say you could appeal it, but like again, every single appeal we sent had been instantly denied by this point, so I held off on sending that appeal in. And then I kind of like, I went to Twitter to Vtuber a little bit, and then it blew up. A lot of people were talking about it. I reached out to like some friends who had contacts at YouTube to kind of see like, hey, what's possible? And when it became clear that like nothing could be done, I got a little frustrated. Then inexplicably, the channel, like after making a tweet with my YouTube play button where I was like, you're not getting it back, YouTube, They put the channel back up
Nice.
for 7 hours.
For 7 hours, and they took
And then
it
they
down?
took it back down, and then they took it back down. And when they put the channel back up for those 7 hours, all of my strikes were removed except for the initial warning I had on the Rule 34 video.
Okay.
Notably. So I don't know how this happens. Clearly someone looked at it, saw that the strikes were like unfair, removed most of them except for the initial warning, and then took it back down. And then, you know, every time we tried to email after that, we have like a whole correspondence of emails, and it would take me like forever to go through everything. But they basically told me, they said, oh yeah, it was an accident, so we didn't mean to put you back up. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. It
Talk
just
about
doesn't
false
make
hopes.
sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
There's no way you accidentally put a channel back up and also remove like half of the strikes, specifically on the ones that we tried to appeal. Just, I don't know. It just doesn't add up to me.
That's actually evil. That's like worse than keeping it not up. Is giving
I
you
had almost
false
accepted
hopes.
it being down by that point, you know? And when they put it back up, I was like, and then they took it back down. I just deflated. It sucked. It sucked so much.
And that was right after you received your 100k silver play button, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right after, like, I think I had received it like a week ago, and I hadn't like told anybody yet because I was gonna make a big deal of it. But I was like, the channel got taken down, so fuck it. Here it is. Here's my silver play button that I haven't shown
Oh
off
my
yet.
god, talk about ironic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's why when everyone says like, "Oh, YouTube is going to be such a great alternative to Twitch," I squint my eyes. I don't trust YouTube. I don't trust YouTube to not fuck over VTubers just as hard, I guess.
yeah, and understandably, I mean, they put you through the ringer.
They really did. It's crazy.
I still have hope that your YouTube channel will get restored, though. I don't know if I'm coping.
I have hope as well. There's been success in the past, so like
There
obviously
has?
like we
Okay.
have like, you know, we have our lawyers kind of working on stuff.
Okay.
And I can't say a lot about it, of course, but
Okay.
But you know, we're working with a team who had previously gotten another VTuber's channels back up, and they were also taken down for sexual content.
Oh,
So,
okay, great.
Fingers crossed. I really can't say more on it than that, of course, but like, I don't know. Fingers crossed, you know?
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm glad you're working on something behind the scenes with a lawyer team, because I know in the case of Iron Mouse, when her channel was taken down for impersonation, I think they had to go through lawyers to be able to contact YouTube, or else they just don't really answer you, or they give you like the bot replies and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So would you be? You're not allowed to even start a new channel. Because that would be
as far
considered
as I
fan
know,
invasion.
I don't think I am. I don't know. It's weird, right? Because like Keemstar, you know Keemstar, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He apparently in the past he was also like banned from YouTube. Like he was also like personally
Oh, he was
blacklisted from using the platform. As far as I know, citation needed. This is just I do believe he was, yeah. And then at some point that restriction was lifted and he was allowed to operate channels again. Like he was like allowed to legally have them under his name. And I don't know what the fucking rules are. I'll be so honest, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I don't know when I'll be allowed to, if I'll ever be allowed to, or if I'm just permanently blacklisted for the rest of my life, which seems excessive when all I did was post clips from my Twitch, which seemed to be fine. Like, if Twitch
Yeah.
isn't banning me, surely I'm okay.
No, exactly, because Twitch is much stricter on these things.
You'd think so, right?
I thought so, but
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea, like, what the rules are at this point in regards to, like, can I make a new channel again?
better not
or, like-
risk it, probably.
Yeah, well, I don't want to like go through all the hoops to like get set up to
Yeah.
make a new channel and then just have it get deleted anyway. So I might like maybe if I was like under an organization or something, or like a legally distinct business, maybe then I don't know if we should be talking about loopholes on YouTube, but
You could upload your content on like a Patreon or I don't know, Fansly.
I could. I don't really. It's not like really about the money for me though. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Like the main benefit of YouTube is definitely mainly just being seen at all. You know,
The reach, yeah.
it's the reach, and even if like nobody's watching your videos, it's still like okay, well you still have the channel, and it's still like you exist. You know, and without the channel, without like your main YouTube channel, it's I don't know. It kind of feels like you don't exist in a sense. You know, like could you imagine operating your business if you just like lost your YouTube channel? It's kind of like for me, it was kind of like I felt like it was the main way why people like saw me exist, you know?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Like, as a Twitch streamer, do you think that it brought a lot of new viewers to your channel, and did it help your Twitch activities?
It definitely helped. It definitely helped.
Okay.
For sure, yeah. It redirected people, like, it wasn't a one-to-one redirect.
Yeah.
But, it was just another way for that people engage with my content, you know?
Yeah.
So even if they're not watching my Twitch streams, it's just another way that they, like, engage with my content and kind of, like, it's another way to be a VTuber, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also different audiences that you reach. Like, some people just stick on YouTube and they'll never watch a live stream.
Exactly. Even if I'm not getting, like, a ton of money from the videos, even if, like, they're not coming over my Twitch streams, like, I still existed there, and, there was still a fan base there that, watched my videos.
And I know at one point you said something that they were targeting some of your clips channel. What happened with that?
Yeah, so like a couple of my mods and friends like tried to make, and viewers of course, tried to make like their own clip channels, and those just got hit for impersonation out of nowhere. I don't know, like
So they were,
I don't even know what to say.
So they couldn't operate them?
Yeah, they just like weren't allowed to. I guess like there's some kind of rule about like, oh, you need to specifically say that you're a fan channel, otherwise we'll hit you for, I don't even know if it was impersonation in some cases. I think, no, some of them were hit for ban evasion, and then some of them were hit for impersonation. It was a bit of both. It was a mix of both. It was weird.
And they couldn't appeal them and say like, this is not operated by Taiga, it's operated by me? I feel
appeals were auto denied.
Okay, but the Taigaholics channel, I feel like it's pretty obvious that it's a fan channel, no?
Yeah, Taigaholic, functional Taigaholic, Taiga fan channel is, they do a good job at.
Because basically it's the same thing that happened with the Shy Lily clips, or...
Yeah, exact same thing. I think that also had, like, obviously we can never know for sure because we don't know how YouTube works at all, but it's safe to say, just based on like the activity of the person who was reporting me, it's very, very coincidental. It lined up with like Shy Lily getting banned, so I imagine it was probably due to a similar thing.
True, he was sending threats to saying, oh, he was bragging that he was behind it. I don't know if he was saying that just for attention. He was also bragging that he would report Fefe's channel.
And Feifei also got hit with some stuff as well, but it looks like she worked it out, luckily.
She sent him a cease and desist, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Is Feifei's channel still up? I believe so, right?
I think so. I don't know what happened with it. I don't think she's updated us on the matter. Does chat know?
Does anyone know? I think she's okay. I think her channel's still up. And if her channel's still up, then they can't take Feifei down. She's too strong. She's too powerful. Yeah. In my opinion, though, Feifei's channel is allowed on YouTube. I think, with all due respect, I think I'm okay too. I think my content shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. And that, so aside from just that, it's just so crazy I'm trying to wrap my head around it. So that person, he was just upset because of that Rule 34 videos. It wasn't because of, allegations or anything else. Yeah,
I don't think so. He never brought it up as far as I know. It was always like, he always got like really hyper focused on exactly like the kind of content I was posting, and he made like a lot of like vague claims about who I am and like what I'm doing and stuff. It was weird. It was weird. He's a weird dude. I think he's got some stuff going on. He's got some stuff going on.
Yeah, definitely a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. The way he talks, I don't know, man. He sounds insane, in my opinion.
So it's not. It wasn't connected to previous allegations or rumors about you.
I don't believe so. No.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Okay. It's good to just separate those two things.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you think people can do to help you with your future, with your, getting your channel back, or a call to action that you would like audiences to do?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know at this point, because clearly like tagging YouTube on Twitter doesn't, like, they don't care, if you enjoy my content, follow my new Twitter, join my Discord, follow me on Twitch. That's really all you can do at this point, right? I guess just like, also maybe like, man, people need to be way more critical of the things they read online as well, in my opinion. I think, don't believe like every Google Doc you read, I guess, on Twitter,
Yeah, that's something I've been saying. I don't know why every Google Doc that comes out just gets immediately every negative tweet, whether it be Google Doc or call out or anything, it automatically gets 1,000 likes. I don't get it. I'm like, who's liking these posts? I don't get it.
I know, right? Oh, dude. Okay. Like, there's definitely, I don't know, man. I think Saya made a tweet about it recently, but like, it just, people like are way too quick to like
who
believe
made a tweet?
every fucking thing they read, dude.
And I get it, like it's really easy to get lost in the sauce and, you know, just click like on anything like a trained monkey. But
yeah, I guess, but like I've had people like straight up reply, like I guess we can kind of get into it. Like the recent the Google Doc that dropped literally this week on me, right?
Right.
Like immediately, I didn't notice right away. I noticed about 3 hours late because I was doing like a birthday stream with my friend, and then I checked Twitter after the collab stream, and I'm like hanging out with some people, and dude, like where to begin? Like it's one thing to like post a Google Doc like that, but it's another thing to not even read it and then like you have your own fans like in your replies saying like, you need to address this right now. This is super serious. I'm on her side. Like this, but with the way this is looking, I'm on her side. And I'm like, oh my god, like this must be pretty serious. And you read the fucking thing, and it's like it's garbage. It's like not. It doesn't feel like it was written by a human being, in my opinion. Like just it's kind of mean to say it, but like I don't know, man. People like. I don't think they read. I think they read like the first page. They get like the synopsis of it. Maybe they put it in Chat GPT and like get like a summary of it or something. But it doesn't feel like, it feels like people aren't reading. It feels like people, I don't know if they want the drama or if they are just like so stupid.
I don't know. I've covered a lot of Google Docs that got a lot of traction this year, and when I read them on my streams with my chat, I was like, what is this? And I even saw like friends of the person being called out, and they're in the reply siding with the quote-unquote victim right away. Like it's like, wow, you guys just throw your friends under the bus that fast, man. That fast.
Not to mention the fact that like you did not read an 11-page Google Doc like 2 minutes after it being posted. Like, what do you mean this has like 3,000 likes already? And like, you didn't read that. You didn't read it. Why are you telling me about? Why are you like lecturing me? We both know you didn't read it. We both know.
I mean,
but it doesn't matter. It's just the accusation, you know? The accusation carries so much weight. It doesn't matter what the evidence is. It doesn't matter how it's formatted. It doesn't matter like what they do. It's just the accusation at that point.
Yeah, the accusation gains so much weight, and then it's like an uphill battle because I was saying that on another podcast I was on. It takes longer to like, for example, somebody does a Google Doc, then I have to go on stream, I have to do research, I have to like debunk it. It takes me like a couple hours, but it takes them 5 minutes to post a lie on a Twitter or to, you know, QRT it. And it's just the amount of misinformation that spreads is faster than how we can debunk it. Yeah, it's an uphill battle all the time. And critical thinking is something you develop. Like, I remember, you know, 2020 just getting into, you know, Twitter Vtuber, and I think I used that example once in one of my very first video. I didn't know anything about VTubers. I saw a tweet with a bunch of likes was saying Nurosama is a Holocaust denier. You know, and back then I was naive. I was like, oh shit, is that true? Really? What is this VTuber? I don't know who this VTuber is. I was like, damn, it's probably true. Now I know better because, you know, it's something I've developed, and now I'm, you know, I'm also more skeptical than other people. So I guess it also comes with experience. But how do we teach people to be critical about what they read?
The problem is twofold as well, I think, because like so like someone drops a doc, someone drops an accusation. You've got like, I think 3 types of people, right? You've got the first type of people who don't like read anything and then just immediately go post support and then let's start harassing other people for it. But then you have like the other people who kind of like know better and they're like, oh, we've been through this before, and they don't even read it, right? Which is nice. It's great that they're not reading it, but then like it just doesn't get engaged with. So the only people you have engaging with this like Google Doc are people who like 100% believe it immediately without seeing any evidence. Because everyone else just like either, and then you got the third people who like, you know, actually read it and be like, okay, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
And know better not to engage. So it's kind of like a feedback loop of like the only people engaging with the slander time after time are the dumbest people who instantly believe it, you know?
True, because
like, I think you do get some people, but you know.
No, you're totally right. Actually, you're really on point with this example, because it's not worth it for more rational people to, you know, start a 1v10 fight in the comment section just to say, I don't believe these accusations. There's not enough proof, or I'm skeptical about the reason why they posted this in the first place. It's like most of the time it's not worth it.
Or like, and sometimes they'll do it, but then they just get like ganged up on.
Yeah.
Or people will be like, "Oh well, you need to be more considerate. You need to consider hers." Like, I don't know. It's just it's the dumbest fucking people who engage with this shit most of the time.
So were you shocked when that Google Doc dropped? Are you happy?
No.
No?
I was not shocked, no, because and this just goes to show, I think, how little people like actually read. But not to say not directing that towards you, of course. But in her Google Doc, she includes screenshots of her interactions with my manager, not manager, a person I had reach out to her to kind of solve the issue, because she made these like vague tweets on the 10th, and I was during the weekend of the 10th, I was on a charity stream. I had her muted, but I did end up seeing these tweets that weekend. And when I saw them, I was like, I vented about it to the manager of that charity stream. And that manager, not my manager, but a manager, offered like, hey, I do this stuff all the time. I can reach out for you if you'd like. Okay. And I'll handle this. And I was like, that would be so great. And then I could focus on the charity stream, which didn't end up happening either. But yeah, so I had this manager, not manager, reach out to her based on the subtweet she made that weekend to deal with this, because like if she's claiming to be harassed by my chat and she showed a DM, we're like, okay, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's help. And she included the correspondence of her with my manager in the Google Doc. Okay. There's a link to the video. It redirects. She has it, like it's there, and she still claims, despite that we never made any attempts to reach out, which is just like not true. Like it's like a blatant lie, And you guys had talked, because she put a screenshot. I did read the Google Doc before it got taken down, and you were like apologizing, and there was supposedly no bad blood. There's supposedly no bad blood. Nothing had ever been said to me at any point. I had my manager reach out to try to deal with this. But in the correspondence with my manager, she threatens like right then and there to make a Google Doc, and my manager like sent these like DMs to me, obviously, because they were like, hey, so here's how it's going, because obviously, like, you know, she's doing it on my behalf. So and I was like, okay, yeah, can you just like ask 1 or 2 or 3 more times, just like, can we get those screenshots of who's harassing her so we can deal with it? And every single time she refused to supply any evidence. Every single time. We asked like maybe 4 times in that entire DM exchange with the manager. And she didn't cooperate at all. And then, but she did threaten the Google Doc. So we knew it was kind of coming. We knew the Google Doc was coming when she threatened it at that point. And then when it finally did come out, having her claim on stream and both in the doc that we never made any attempts to like resolve this, while she includes evidence of our exact attempt to resolve this that she ignored. And then, I don't know, everyone in the chat, everyone in the replies were like, oh my god, well, this is Taiga's fault, because clearly they didn't do enough. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, read the doc. Why can't you guys read the doc? It's so stupid. Just read the doc. I mean, read what she says.
I just don't know if... The thing is, my bar's really high from what I think actually, like, qualifies as a Google Doc. I don't think... I mean, I'll probably do a stream on this, but I don't think this qualified as a Google Doc call-out. I think they should be reserved for, like, really serious allegations.
Me too. Yeah, 100%. This was more like a diary entry or something.
Yeah, and the thing that threw me off the most is the center text. Like, I don't... The center paragraph text, I was like, I've never ever read a Google Doc that was so focused on the presentation more than the format.
Yeah, I think someone... Yeah, there's so much to be said about it. I really do encourage you guys to like just read the doc and then listen to her stream, and you know.
And then the hyperlinks to her Twitch and YouTube. I mean, there was a few red flags for me. The thing is, okay, we can't... And that's something I've told my community before, you know, if you guys go harass people, you'll get banned. Yeah, but if somebody comes to me and they say, hey, your community's, you know, they're harassing me or my friend, okay, give me the names and I'm going to ban them.
Yeah, like let me deal with it. I'm trying to deal with this. I'm on a charity stream. I sent my manager. And she made a big deal of it, like, oh, well, you shouldn't send your manager to deal with something so serious. I couldn't disagree more. I think the manager is exactly the person you should send to deal with something this serious. I think that's like what they're for. That's what they do. I don't know. Weird cope, in my opinion.
I didn't watch her stream yet. That's probably something I have to do this week, or like I'll probably do it during the video, so I can't comment too much on it. I don't know what she, focused on during the stream.
She mainly just doubles and triples down on everything until the very end, where she, like, you can kind of see like the mood just like switch when she realizes just how many people are disagreeing with her. And then she deletes the doc like live on stream and then sends me a DM and she's like, I just want to talk it out, Ulu. I'm like,
oh, okay, so it's completely resolved. Like she apologized or not really? You're squinting.
Like, I guess. If someone released a Google Doc on you, trying to slander you, blatantly lying several times and misrepresenting the facts, and then within like 6 hours of posting that doc, they delete it and then apologize to you, how would that feel? Very sincere to you, I guess?
I mean, I'd be wary, I think, but at the same time, I think with everything that you've already going through, I think I would just be like relieved that at least this part's over. She recognized her mistake, and we can move on. Even though it sucks because even though she did apologize, the accusations are out there, and there's going to be people that won't see the apology because that always happens.
Yeah.
And I know she tweeted about it a couple times, but still the number of, like, the popularity of call out posts will never rival the apology or the correction. So unfortunately, you're still gonna take damage to your reputation, and that's something that's happened to me too. And it's just like, you just gotta take there's no good way to, it sucks, but it's just like, you just take the L and you move on. That's what being a content creator is now. You're just stuck. Like, somebody can do a call out post on you, and what can you do? I mean, what can you do?
I honestly would have preferred it if she had left both her Google Doc up and her stream, because I think it would have said a lot. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
I think, in my opinion, the lies in both were so incredibly blatant. The misrepresentation of facts were so incredibly obvious that deleting it and then apologizing for everything. She got more likes, I think, on her apology. She has like 6,000, 7,000 likes on her apology tweet.
Oh,
and all of the replies are saying, oh my God, you did nothing wrong. Oh my God, this is all Taiga's fault anyway. You have nothing to apologize for. Or they're saying like, I don't know what happened, but I'm so sorry I'm so sorry you're having anxiety. I don't know. In my opinion, if people had actually like read anything, if she had left it up, it would speak more to her. I think they would see the truth, I guess. I think it was better for her to delete everything and then like go on an apology tour immediately. And it just doesn't feel very sincere when, like,
I see. It felt more like
you spent.
She kind of made it about her and her anxiety. Yeah. I see.
A little bit. Anxiety that she had already been like, she had cited that same anxiety as the reason for why she didn't DM me at any point. I don't know. It doesn't feel sincere. If it doesn't feel sincere to have someone like, they spent like weeks writing this Google Doc. They threatened it like since the 10th, right? They threatened it like weeks ago, and then suddenly they're sorry. At no point did anybody like say, hey, you shouldn't write this. You don't have any evidence. You don't have, like, I don't know. I just have a hard time believing she never checked herself at any point before posting the doc. And then suddenly, and only when she got backlash for posting said doc, now she's sorry within 6 hours. It hasn't even been a full day and you've done a full 180 on your feelings. I don't believe you.
Yeah, you don't owe her an apology. You don't owe her to accept her apology. But I feel like at least she owned up that she made a mistake. Well, sort of, but you take what you can get in life. She didn't totally own up to it, but you know what I mean.
The Google Doc had been like, I think if the public perception had been different on that Google Doc, she'd be riding the wave and she wouldn't have a care in the world. That's just me, though. That's just me. I don't want to be petty about it, I don't want to hold on to beef, but I think...
Yeah, it's very recent, too. It's very recent, too, so I don't expect you to be, over it right away. It hurts.
It's also that she was live with her apology stream 13 hours after dropping the doc, and I'm like, dude, this is like, I just like... I did the stream debunking this. I went to bed. I woke up. Like, I haven't had time to process this yet,
Yeah, I think a lot of people are now experiencing the other side of the pendulum when there's been so many... at first we were like, okay, believe all victims. And, when somebody came out with a Google Doc, there was a lot of support. And I did too. And now, before saying, oh my God, I'm sorry you went through that, it sucks because the fake victim and the false victims, they've ruined it for everybody else, because now instead of my first reaction to be to write that to somebody and console them and give them my support, I'm like, actually, I'm just not gonna write anything because I don't know what's real or not anymore. And it's forcing me to
and then you don't engage with it, right?
Yes.
And then so the only people who do engage with it are, again, the people who like will believe anything at its word and they'll never change their mind, you know? It's a cycle, you know? And I in my opinion, I think she was fully aware of like the cycle. I think she knows. I think she knows what she's doing. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. That's just my perspective, though. I'm trying not to harp on it.
I think, okay, so one last thing and then I'll take some super chats. I think I think most Google Docs should just not happen anymore. If it's actually really serious, then it should, you know, be handled with authorities. And I don't think it should be, you know, a weapon wielded to try to ruin somebody's career. I'm like especially skeptical when it's going after people who have something to lose. It's, you know, very rarely about like nobodies with somebody that have a presence online that they can't rebrand. For example, Taiga, like you're Taiga online, right? Like a random nobody could drop a Google Doc on you, and then after that they could make a new account, start over with a new name, but you're always going to be Taiga because your career is tied to your name online.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and again, like once that Google Doc is dropped, like you said, like there are gonna be people who don't see it. They're gonna be people like she's straight up apologizing, admitting she lied on Twitter, and there's still people who are like, nah, you didn't lie, and like she's telling you like I don't know, it's just ridiculous. Like she's telling you she wasn't honest with the Google Doc, and there are still like verified partnered VTubers in her replies saying, actually, this is all Taiga's fault because they replied to you with a thinking emoji 3 months ago.
The thinking emoji. Why did you reply with the thinking emoji?
Because it was like meant to be like a little joke, you know. I think her post said something like what would you do if you encountered a VTuber Taiga? And I was like, thinking emoji.
Yeah.
So like, you know, we're both Taigas. So like, okay, it was like, it works on like 2 levels.
It wasn't meant to be like a, you know, why are you named Taiga?
No, yeah. And of course, like, she was using like my old art tags and like some other stuff. And like, I noticed that at first when I found her, I thought she was like a fan account, you know? I thought she was like, oh, this is like a fan account. Like, cause like, and her handle was Taiga VS, which I read as Taiga Versus, which, you know, I had just lost my Twitter account, right? Like this, she just rebranded after I lost my Twitter account. My Twitter handle was Taiga Verse. So in my mind, on first impression, I was like, oh, this is a fan account. And then when I realized she wasn't, I was like, oh, okay, well, thinking emoji, I don't know, like whatever, joke, I'll play along, whatever. You know?
Okay. Well, no more thinking emoji from now on.
No more thinking
eyes
emojis.
Emoji next time. Eyes emoji.
Yeah. Eye emoji.
This is the problem with the internet. It's like, and writing, there's a lot of things that are like they don't see you or they don't hear you, so they're taken in another way completely.
Yeah. Well, she immediately, when I replied with the thinking emoji, she immediately replied with like, I'm gonna nip this in the bud before this happens. This is not a small Lola situation, okay? I am not copying Taiga. And I was like, okay, girl. And I was like,
okay.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. And I replied to her. I said, yeah, I didn't mean anything by it. You know, I like heavy metal too. You're valid or something. So like we did have that public interaction, which is another thing she said never happened.
I thought it was a wholesome interaction. Like I thought it ended well. Like I didn't think there was any problem after that. And
she even got some fan art out of it with the both of us. It was like the Spider-Man meme with like both of us pointing at each other because we're both Taigas, and it was like. I thought overall it was a positive interaction. It wasn't until like she replied with like, oh, I'm not copying you. I'm not copying. I was like, oh shit, does she think I'm accusing her? So that's when I DM'd to apologize. I was like, hey, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry if it could be misunderstood. Like I understand we're kind of similar. Like I didn't bring anything up about the art tag at that point or like, you know, the similar names because I'm sure I just like it must have been a coincidence. You know what I mean? Because I gave her the benefit of the doubt, and then I DM'd her, and I was like, hey, no bad blood, we're good. And she was like, yeah, we're good, no bad blood, you know, we're great. And I was like, great. But I guess she didn't actually feel that way or something, and she just didn't, she wasn't, I don't know, she didn't say anything. And then she never DM'd me again. So, and we had a DM open by that point, right? We had a DM open by that point.
Oh, so she's the last one that didn't reply to, okay.
Well, she DM'd me, and then I didn't reply to her, but like at any point, if she had another issue, like I DM'd her first, she was like, hey, no worries, and then I like replied with like a heart emoji, and that was it.
Okay.
And then at any point though, like if she wanted to DM me, our DM correspondence were open. She could have messaged me. We had the DM open. Apparently at some point she says she put the DMs to like verified accounts can DM me only. And you'll notice this on the stream. She straight up says like on stream, I made it so only verified accounts can DM me. And then she acts confused when I'm not able to DM her later in the stream. It was really weird. I don't know, man. I don't know what her intentions are.
Odd.
But she lied a lot. That's all I know. And I'm not trying to call anyone out or like, you know, obviously don't harass anyone, but it's just weird.
Has any of your chatters, or do you feel like some people in your community are not convinced? Do you think this is going to have lasting repercussions on you, or?
I don't know. Like, I think I want to believe that a lot of the people like believing it automatically already just hated me and were kind of just like looking for anything to kind of dunk on me with. So I want to say like, I hope it doesn't. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, 2024 has been a rough year. Are you excited for 2025?
I am excited. I really am. I really am excited. I got the Vtuber model debut planned that I'm really hoping to get out at the start of the year so that I can just enjoy streaming with that new model, and hopefully like leave all of this stuff behind. Ideally, fingers crossed. And then I've also got Veld 2025, so we're gonna meet up with like a bunch of friends at the music festival and just kind of like just hang out, have a good time.
Yeah, it could be a fresh start.
Yeah,
it's gonna be your year.
It's gonna be my year of the Tiger 2.0.
Yeah. All right, let me just grab a few super chats and then we'll go on.
Of course.
Thank you. Free Roamer, you think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? Well,
I don't know. I just, all I can say is I encourage people to like definitely read her document and definitely listen to her on stream and look at the exigent circumstances and context and come to your own conclusions.
I'll happily repeat myself. Taiga VS ripped off her VTuber name, the first art tag, her agency name, and even her agency logo. See Niji Globe logo. Grade A Cloud Goblin. Oh, okay. All right. And what about, okay, the art tag, do you still use that one? Or that's an old art tag?
It was an old art tag. I think the main reason I mention it is because like I had seen that, and I think other viewers see that, and they're like, okay, well that's Taiga's art tag. That's Taiga's old art tag. So is this Taiga, you know? And there's my art in there. There's some, not my art, but like, you know, there's fan art in there that I've mainly just one other VTuber had drawn. It's there though, you know what I mean?
Oh, so. Yeah, I think that's one of the, I think she was bothered by people pointing that out, and you know, people have different threshold to how they handle criticism. Well, that's not really a criticism, but you know, things like that. So I think she probably had more of an emotional response to it, and she thought those people that's my theory, that people pointing this out was harassing her, was harassment to her, or was causing her a lot of mental stress. My theory is there was a lot of genuine brand confusion just based on like how similar her persona actually was. Okay.
She says a lot. I think what she says a lot on her stream is that like, you know, I shouldn't be compared to anyone just because I share the same name. I don't know if she doesn't realize or she's just being dishonest, but like there was obviously a lot more similarities than just the same name, right? Because it was like the name and it was the species. And then it was the nickname Tags, which was my main brand for like so long, right? I went by Tags on Twitch and everywhere for like over a year. And then there was also the art tag. So I think people like saw a lot of the branding that I used to use and were like, hey, so are you them? Because like you're using the same branding, you know, it's the same. It was just like a branding issue that she kind of chopped up to be harassment, either honestly or dishonestly. And
yeah, that's crazy, because it's like if somebody should be upset about it, it would probably be you, since you were there first, but then you weren't upset about it, but then it still became an issue. So yeah. It was definitely like a weird situation, and if it wasn't for all the other lies that she like told, I would give her the benefit of the doubt. But that on top of a Google Doc is just insane, you know? Like I have a hard time believing that's in good faith. Okay.
That's just me though. I'm sorry. Stay tuned.
She doesn't understand anything. Her Twitter apology did not mention what she did, to whom she did it, and her stream was filled with me's and I's. Well, yeah, well, the document ended with a picture of her doing a thumbs up or something, so that was...
Yeah.
that was the other weird...
She left the calling card on the document.
I've never seen that in a Google Doc before.
That's crazy.
But you do have a good point, Adam, in saying that the Twitter apology did not mention to who it was or what she did. And I also noticed that she did post a Google Doc in her YouTube community tab, and she didn't put out an explanation for deleting that community comment later on. She deleted the Google Doc from her YouTube community tab, but then she didn't put out an apology there on a platform where she did spread disinformation. So yeah, Taiga, you have a lot of people calling you out on different platforms and then, you know, not following up on it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting the standards like I'm held to kind of disappear the second there's blowback, you know. Also, I think like Noxine chat makes a good point. Like all the Taigas, like kind of we all have a way to set ourselves apart, right? Like there's a reason I went to Taigaholic, and that's because Taigs isn't very, it's not, you know, very unique of a branding. It can kind of just get mistaken for everyone, and you know, there's Taiga Chama, and then there's Taiga Toragami, but like all like a name and a different model, and like, you know, they all set themselves apart.
Is Taiga like a tiger character in some media or pop culture? Or?
Wait, do you not know Toradora? Have you not seen Toradora, our Lord and Savior?
No. Oh no,
God.
Another minus social credit for Rima.
Oh fuck. Yeah, no. There's a character in that anime called Taiga, and then they're like they're not like literally a tiger, but they're referred to as like the palm top tiger because they're so short and fierce and cute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm uncultured.
I think that's where most people got it from or know it from, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also like the Taiga biome, which is sometimes synonymous with the Siberian tiger. ? I don't think Taiga literally means tiger, at least not in any language I know of, though. Could be wrong.
Okay, so that's why Taiga and tigers, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
Okay.
And they do just kind of sound alike, you know what I mean? So like, it's not like impossible. She would have came up with the name Taiga and Tiger. Like there's already like 6 of us. But you know, I do think she could have done more to set her branding apart. And I find it really weird that she didn't, you know? Especially not only to not send your branding apart, but to like take the exact branding that other VTubers have had in the past and then kind of be surprised when you get mistaken for them and then call it harassment. I don't know. To call just genuine brand confusion harassment just seems nothing but dishonest.
Yeah, I don't know if this is because I have tougher skin, but I think that's my biggest issue. It's like, well, it's I don't know if I'm too tough, but it's more like you should have seen this coming and you should have expected it, so you shouldn't be surprised, because if you didn't want people to compare your names, then you should have picked another name, or you should have done your research. Yeah,
and that's not to say nobody can ever like have the name Tiger again, but like when you're boasting 9 years of VTuber experience and you've had like 5 rebrands already, I feel like at that point, if you've been in the community as long as you say you have, you know better. You know, like if I pick the same name as if I name myself Guargura and I'm a shark VTuber, you know, there's gonna be some fucking mix-up.
Yeah, like I wouldn't care if somebody named themselves Rima and were a fox VTuber, but I think
they called themselves Rima Evenstar though, and then complained that everybody thinking they were you was harassing them. I would be like,
I think that's the issue. Yeah, it's after that. It's the reaction to all of that. It was like I didn't do anything. What do you mean? I'm just breathing. Horses Day. Shut up, chat. Shut up, chat.
Are you a horse? Where's the horse meme come from?
How did this
happen?
They say that my last model it's not even funny. It's
not funny.
They say the ears were like horse ears. And that
it's not funny.
Oh, you know what? It's because they say that I look like a Musa Umume VTuber. You know what? I miss like the horse spam in chat. When one of my first few streams, it was all horse emotes, like horse emojis. And I do miss those jokes.
I think it's the cutest thing ever. Can I be honest? I think it's adorable. The way your chat bullies you. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's so funny. It's I don't know. I love the horse meme.
Wait, your chat doesn't bully you?
They try, but I'm too cool, you know?
Wait, so chat... Wait, I thought everybody's chat bullied the streamer, so it's only me that's worst! That makes it way worse. Yeah, fuck you, chat.
No! Don't listen to her. She doesn't mean it.
Yeah, Legal Mindset also, you know, he propagated the meme. And oh yes, in one of my stream where I went on Legal Mindset's stream.
Oh yeah.
False ID was there, and then during the stream he swapped to a pony model. I didn't even know he had a pony model. But he swapped to a pony model, to make a joke at me, and it was so funny. I was so shook.
I think we need to investigate why he has a pony model, though.
Cool people can't be bullied. Fuck you, chat. I am cool. I'm cool, okay?
I think you're the coolest horse I know, Rima.
But you know what? The thing is, I love horses. Like, I actually love horses IRL. Like, I think they're beautiful creature. Like, every time I watch that scene in Lord of the Rings where Gandalf calls the horse and he says he's been his greatest friend through many like adventures, I shed one tear, just like a single tear.
Oh my God.
It's like
a single tear.
Yeah. And I also do horseback riding IRL, so I think that didn't
Wait,
help.
really? Okay, so.
I think that didn't help with
Maybe
the
you're secretly
horse
a horse.
allegation.
I don't know. Horse allegations. I'm gonna drop a Google Doc about how you're secretly a horse now. And everybody would believe it. They'd just like, oh my God, yeah. That's
I've
crazy.
already
She's a horse.
done an apology. I've done a full-on apology in a press conference.
For being a horse or for something else?
For beating the horse allegations. Yes, Taiga.
The horse allegation.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show it to you one day.
I want to say are there any horse VTubers? I'm
Yeah,
sure there's got to be one. There's got to be like one or two.
Tomoe.
Okay, they exist then.
Yeah.
I want to say there's not a lot. Would I be wrong? Would I be incorrect? in
There's
saying
not a
of
lot.
horse VTubers.
Like, yes, and then Iron Mouse also called me a horse, and she was like, she should really rebrand as a horse, but I didn't. I rebranded as a fox. I don't know if, man, Iron Mouse put the most. Should I have listened to Iron Mouse, chat? Should I have listened to Iron Mouse? She is the queen of VTubers.
She knows what she's doing. Yeah, she might be onto something.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't help either, that Iron Mouse called me a horse. That didn't help the allegations. Yeah. And I also had like somebody made a fan art of me with this horse head, and I accidentally, when I revealed my model, for some reason the horse head was on. So it's like a series of little things that kind of piled up.
Can you put it back on for a minute?
The horse head stays on.
The horse head stays on during sex.
Yes, the horse head
God.
stays on during sex. And then I also have like a carrot. You know, if you're hungry, if you want some snacks.
I could go for a carrot.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe you should be a horse. I don't know. You should get like a horse model, like a horse, like a 2.0, like a horse alternate, you know?
I do, man. I make it a sub goal every time I subathon, but we never reach it.
Oh, you gotta do it. Chat, next subathon, all in, okay? We need a horse Rima. We need to make a canon.
Because there was a girl that did doodle a horse for me. She was like, you know, if you want me to turn this into a model, a Live 2D model, I could do it. But it was kind of expensive. It was like, look at the share screen. It was like this.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh, wait. Oh, I love that. I love that though.
Is this considered like a furry?
100%. Almost certainly. Someone is getting off to that. Like 100.
Our chat
100%.
ate that up. Oh, Lumi, we should totally try to convince Arch to put this as on the calendar. It's a brownie? A brownie?
A brownie. I do love it. I think that would be great. I think this is what you need.
Yeah, or maybe I was thinking of having like, you know, like a pajama of a horse. You know, like those onesies.
Oh yeah,
Something
like that.
that.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cute too. That'd be really cute too. That might be better, honestly. You'll have to go to the drawing board, get some concepts, and then like have chat vote on them. You know.
Clompers rise up.
Clompers rise up.
Too many brownies in chat. Horse.
Too many closeted bronies for sure.
All right, but yeah, chat. The interview's about Taiga, not me, okay?
I appreciate the horse conversation. It was a nice diversion. I think it helped settle things down.
So, you know, I feel like you've been around in the scene for a while, probably longer than me. When did you start VTubing?
I debuted, let me see, let me check my calendar. April 28th, 2020.
Oh, wow. Okay, so in the middle of the pandemic?
Middle of pandemic.
What made you want to start? You know, streaming or VTubing, or were you streaming before?
I wasn't streaming before. No, I had just gotten out of like high school, right? And then I think Project Melody debuted.
Okay.
And I was like,
this is cool.
Like, I was like, I could do that, right? Like, not that I'm like an expert streamer yet, but like, I feel like You know, I was super anxious about streaming because I never wanted to show my face, right? So then when like Melody debuted for the first time, and I think Charlie covered her, like Moist Critical, he covered like her big stream about how much money she made, and I was like, oh my god, I could do this, right? I could totally do this.
Yeah, she blew up in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then I bought like a Vroid model for like $300. They'll have it like be a custom design, and then I did like a little debut, and that was it. You know, it wasn't like a huge debut or anything, like nothing crazy. I think like 58 people showed up like on average, but
that's pretty good though.
It was enough. It got me hooked. I had fun. I streamed for like 15 hours. I played like oh god, I played that Jackbox Party Pack game, like one of the like trivia murder parties, and then I just streamed Minecraft for like another 15 hours after that.
Oh, are you good at Minecraft?
No.
Okay,
I mean,
me
like,
neither. Nice. I suck at Minecraft.
Wait, you suck at Minecraft? Oh, that's sad.
I'm terrible. My chat, you know how there's these timers in the chat log sometimes?
Yeah.
My mod said that they saw the timer and they thought it was Rima's death notice again. That's how many times I died.
If I ever do another like Minecraft survival games, you should totally come. You should totally come be a tribute in it.
Yeah, I'll be the human sacrifice because I really don't last long.
You can come compete. It'll be so much fun. Like last year, and we had like a bunch of VTubers. It was great. It was great.
Okay, I will.
It's a deal. It's a deal. So you're totally coming.
There's a lot of VTubers that seem to stem from like VR chat / Vroid and all of that. That was like the original scene.
Pardon?
That was the original scene, kind of.
Yeah, that was like kind of the original scene. I think like VTubers were along before that, but like only
in Japan.
Like, in Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
So like definitely the closest thing we had was like VR chat for sure.
Chat is distracting me.
What are they saying? What's going on?
Somebody said that this has brought a tear. Taiga, I need to high five you. She'll be the diversion, like a Hunger Games. Like a Hunger Game.
The way we had it set up, it was super cool because we had it so like anytime you got close in proximity to another player in the game, you would be pulled into a Discord call with them.
What?
Yeah. So you could like talk with another player and like so you could like bargain for your life or like scream while you die or something.
That's insane.
It was fun. I really want to do it again. I really want to do it again on like a bigger scale.
Okay, well, count me in for the Minecraft Hunger Games.
I'm counting you in. You're whether you like it or not, you're gonna be a tribute.
Well, I'm down. Okay, so you join with the boom of indies right after Project Melody. Do you think this has been something that I've seen on Twitter a lot? People are saying that it's changed a lot, the scene or the vibes at least. A lot of people are saying it's way more negative now. I don't know if it's just because there's more people. What do you think?
I think I'm inclined to agree. Like I see it as more negative, but obviously I've been through a lot of things.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of
lately.
negative experiences.
True.
That make me feel that way. But in my opinion, I'm gonna try to take the rose-tinted goggles off and like just be as like objective as I can. I think back in the day in 2020, 2021, it was so much more spontaneous. Like you could just like connect with anybody over anything like so quickly and easily. There was money obviously to be made, but I feel like a lot more of it was like it was just a lot easier to make friends and kind of just like get relationships. Not like, sexual relationships, but like, make friendships.
Not like e-dating.
Well, I'm sure like a lot of people, I've heard memes about like all fucking male VTubers want to do in this community is e-date now. I'm not sure how true that is, but it sounded true, so I laughed. But back in the day, I feel like in like the early days, it was just like really spontaneous. Like you'd see someone with like a VTuber model you like you'd be like, oh my god, you have white hair, dude. Let's like do a white hair collab. Let's do like a white hair VTuber collab.
And I think I'm judging from what other people have told me, like back in the day, you could do memes or you could do some lolly content and not have death threats sent to you or things like that.
I don't know about that. I think there was I think it was a little mixed on that because I definitely had some people who like really got on me for certain stuff because like I don't know, like I was new to the scene, so like I think I had occasionally like branded myself as a Shota, and then like one of my friends approached me and they're like this is not okay, and I was like, oh okay, sorry.
Oh,
and I removed it and I was like,
yeah,
my bad. It definitely depended on the group you kind of fell in with, but I don't think people were like super concerned with like brand safety yet. Okay. So they were like a little more forgiving. Certain groups like were a little more forgiving, and then others were like, I don't know. You still had those like toxic like friend groups, you know what I mean? Those toxic like Valorant e-girl like kind of vibes, I guess.
Okay, so I guess it wasn't always as, it wasn't always as nice as it was, like people used to say, oh, back in the day it was so positive, everybody loved each other.
I definitely think it was a little more positive,
Okay.
but I can't speak to how sincere that positivity was, you know? Because like, again, like it was great to socialize. It was great. It was so much fun. But it's hard to say how sincere it was from like different groups of people. I think some people like thought they were making genuine connections, and other people just like knew that they were biding their time until they could kind of like blow up and really make it, you know?
But wait, so do you feel like you have a harder time making genuine connections or
Yeah, I
socializing?
definitely feel like socializing with the wider community. I definitely have a harder time making those genuine connections.
Why is
I feel
that?
like it's a lot easier. I feel like I don't know. Well, obviously, like the allegations don't help, you know.
Yeah.
The 260 allegations every year, but I also think like, you know, people are worried about their brands, obviously, and you know, no one wants to put their neck out on the line for someone that like, even if they believe to be innocent, like, you know, why should I just stick up for you when I've got, you know, my own subs to worry about, you know?
Yeah. I mean, in a way, it does filter out some people for you, at least. That's kind of like the silver lining.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. You know, some people still slip through the cracks. Like there's still like the other Taiga situation where it's like, you know, like what's going on there. But sorry, water. But in general, yeah, like I can be sure that when people like when you reached out to me to do an interview, I was definitely like anxious at first, but I was like, surely there's no way this is like a setup, right? There's no way. It's definitely a little easier to trust because it's like no way they're gonna have me on their stream just to, I don't know. It's who knows?
Yeah.
I'm definitely mixed on it.
Do you feel like those negative experiences have sapped your passion at time, or have?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's not easy, you know. It sucks. It sucks. You know, you want to have faith in people, but like it's just like time after time, people keep proving that like they really can't. They don't have good intentions. You know, everyone just wants to make money. I think we're getting at a point in Vtubing where I think everyone just wants to make money. You know. A lot of people do. Not everybody. But...
There was actually a discussion that went viral recently where somebody said, you know, a lot of you don't want to admit it, but you're, you know, you're trying to become a VTuber because you want to make money and you want to become famous, and you're not just doing it for fun. And that post blew up because a lot of big VTubers replied to it.
I did see that. Yeah. Do you have the exact tweet on hand? I honestly didn't read much into that.
Shit.
I only vaguely saw some replies and I was like,
Loom, are you still here? Wait, let me see the tweet. I know they deleted it. Like, I think they deleted their account because they got so much backlash.
Really? Oh, that's sad. That's like really sad.
Well, I think the answer is a little bit more complex than
people are willing to admit.
Yes, like I think it's kind of like, you know, this 2090s discussion that was happening back then in like the artist circles, where, you know, you couldn't do this craft if you wanted to make money. You had to do it out of passion, but at the same time, passion, you know, it doesn't pay your bills. And I've revolved like around a lot of artist circle, or, you know, artist adjacent stuff, and at the end of the day, everybody wants to do what they love, but a lot of them realized that well, they couldn't, you know, fund their studio, they couldn't do that without money. So
yeah, I think that's like, it does just kind of come down to like, I can't do this full time if I can't afford to do it full time, you know? You gotta make money. You gotta make money to pay your bills, and if you're not making money, then, you know. I think it's like I think it's nice to say like, I'm not just doing this for the money, and I think for a lot of people that's true. Like, I'm definitely not just streaming for the money, but you know, I wouldn't be able to do it without the money.
Yeah, I think the answer lied. It's exactly that. I think you need money to do what you love. Yeah, streaming is so much fun. I mean, that was the tweet. It's a little small. I'm putting it on screen, but it's like, anyone who says they're in this for fun and not for success/money is a liar and trying to farm humble clout. Just be honest. Being successful at this hobby you love would be fucking cool, and every time you go live, you hope for that.
I think that's true. I think two things can be, I think two things are true at once. I think there's definitely like a level of passion here, though. You know, there's definitely a level of passion. However, I definitely do think there are some people who just saw this as an easy grift, and like, you know, like, fuck fucking VTubers, shit, I could get paid for being an anime girl. Easy money, you know? Like there's definitely a level of like cynicism to it from some people, but not everybody. Like there's definitely passion there. There's definitely passion.
I think everybody definitely starts, you know, to do it for fun and for passion. Because you know you can't go into streaming thinking you're gonna make money, because most people don't make money out of streaming. And you know, I think for many years I was kind of I was streaming, but I wasn't successful. I wasn't making money, so it just wasn't taken off in terms of career. I couldn't think of it as a career, so it was definitely a hobby for me for the longest time.
That's not to say that there aren't some people 100% like viewing this as an easy way to make money though, because there are, but that's not everybody, and it's individuals, and you got to take it by case, and is it even really relevant if you're enjoying the content, you know? Yeah,
for sure. Maybe there's some people that are, you know, grifters and all of that, and they just see a gold mine and they want to exploit it. But at the same time, it's like, I don't.
What am I gonna do about it?
Yeah,
like unless they conduct themselves in a way that like makes those intentions clear.
Yeah, you couldn't tell, you know? and also
if they play nice with everybody and they're not dropping Google Docs over thinking emojis.
It'd be like the worst way to make money too, because most people are just like quote unquote failed streamers. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna become a VTuber. I'm gonna spend $3,000 on a model, and it doesn't really work like that.
It doesn't, but it doesn't. Yeah. It's case by case, because like, yeah, it somehow has the money to drop like 3K on a fucking VTuber model and risk that.
And then make it in a very saturated audience. I think there's like other, you know, just a job where you get paid like by the hour. You're probably guaranteed money over, you know, streaming.
Yeah. However, if you already have the money and you're able to like rebrand 5 times, it's like, okay, well, maybe there's like some merit to that argument for this specific person, but I definitely wouldn't apply that to everybody in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely think of 1 or 2 people that are definitely using VTubing as an outlet to be successful.
Yeah.
But I think that's more on the YouTube side and less on the streaming side, because streaming is much more of a gamble. I don't think that's an industry-wide problem, no. Yeah.
I actually heard, this is crazy, and citation needed, okay? I don't know how accurate this is, but I heard from someone who's in the know, and they said out of all of the VTubers like in the industry right now, there's only like 5,000 active ones, like actually streaming like week to week.
Wait, 5,000 active?
Yeah, I think the number they gave was 5,000.
I think a lot of people have OCs and they call themselves VTubers because they have this, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know what OC actually stands for. Not gonna lie.
Original character.
Oh yeah, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the show DOCs. Okay, good to know.
No.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have this original character they aspire to, and that was one of the big appeals of VTubing.
Yeah, I think yeah, definitely like a lot of people who kind of like wander their way into the scene thinking like, oh my god, wait, you're telling me I can fucking roleplay as my OC?
I know, isn't it awesome though? Like the first time I saw a VTuber, I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, but I think a lot of those people like either find streaming too stressful or realize it's kind of just not for them, and they kind of just like you got the TBA VTweeters, you know, to be announced debut stuff, like who never really debut. They kind of just LARP, I guess, as a VTuber, and nothing against them, but like yeah, in terms of like nothing against most of them, but in terms of like actual like active VTubers who are actively streaming, there's only like 5,000 apparently, which is crazy.
That's crazy. I'd like to look more into that. That's a fascinating statistic.
I'll try to get you a source.
and you know what? I believe it though. Like I could see how this would happen. I believe it.
VTubing streaming is hard. You know, streaming is hard. It's stressful. I know you're doing the interview. How do you feel about people who say streaming is harder than 9 to 5?
I think when I did my 9 to 5 job, it was very physical on my body, and I did start to have a lot of like issues, like my legs would start to hurt and my back too. So because it was a lot of movement.
Yeah.
and a lot of walking and carrying heavy stuff. So definitely I feel like it's a lot easier. Like some days, fuck, I wake up at like noon, okay? Like there's no way, I wake up at noon every day. There's no way I can say that it's hard. But sometimes I wish I had just a manual job. Because it's all like mental stuff, like writing scripts, thinking about concepts. Forcing my brain for me is a little difficult. Probably because I'm stupid. So there's some days where it's like, oh man, I know I gotta write a script, but I just wish I had like a manual labor I could do instead that day, where I don't have to think and I can just go on autopilot and do it. I miss the part where you can do autopilot.
Yeah,
but
I see what you're saying.
But like you couldn't go work at Starbucks and then be like, oh, I'm tired, my stomach hurts today, let me just go lie down and nap for 1 hour.
There's definitely like a mental toll, but that's not to say there isn't a mental toll in other jobs as well, because there totally is. But I think the streamer mental toll is like kind
more from criticism, right?
It's more self-inflicted in a way when you think about it. That too. You know, like so that's why like yeah, it sucks, but I can turn the monitor off and like decompress and so I definitely think like, it has its challenges and it can really suck and it can really fuck up your life. Like, you know, I don't think any other like job you're getting Google Docs dropped on you for sure, but I definitely say 9 to 5 is like overall.
I think if we were content creators like 10 years ago, it would have been easier than now for sure. Because now there's the whole danger of cancel culture that's like added to it. Besides that, it's so cool. Like
yeah.
If I could just remove that part, but then, you know, I don't know if you ever get used to it, but I hope that you do. I hope that there's a way to get used to all that and just tune off negativity. Yeah,
it'd be great, right? Just I don't know. Because I look at creators like iShowSpeed, right? And I don't watch him a lot or anything, but like, I don't know. He just feels like he was raised in a different environment, you know what I mean? It feels like he was raised in an environment where he just got to like kind of do and say, like he just got to let his creativity like roam free.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm just like wondering, like, man, if I was like in that environment, man, like how happy would I be? How great would life be? Like he's never had a Google dropped on him because he did something stupid when he was a kid, and I'm sure he's done a lot of stupid shit as a kid. You know, he said some like crazy shit. You know?
I mean, a lot of these, everybody's done stupid shit. Like everybody. I know people memed like Fruit a lot for that sentence, but everybody makes mistakes is true. Like everybody that's blaming other people, can you really look at yourself and tell yourself, I'm without blame? I've never done any mistakes. I've never heard somebody. No one can say that. And at the end of the day, that's why I try to focus more on myself. And that's why I don't participate in the whole call out culture. And I don't understand why this is the first thing that pops up on people's mind lately. I do not understand. I don't know if it's a generation thing. I don't know if it's a culture thing. I don't know if it's a first world problem thing.
I think it's all three. I think it might be all three. Generation, culture, and like I think we've just got too fucking comfortable. You know, we've ran out of like real problems to deal with.
It's a lot of first world problem thing, and I think because also I'm you know a children of an immigrant family. You know, my parents came from somewhere else. They wanted to give me a better life here. I don't want it to get stuck on judging other people. I have a very like laissez-faire mentality. As long as people don't bother me, I don't bother them back.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. That used to be how it goes, I swear.
Yeah, that used to be how it goes. That's the challenge of content creation. But what like is there? Talked about the negative sides, but what's the positive for you in doing content creation? Like what inspired you to do it besides Project Melody? You cited her as an inspiration. Is there somebody
I don't know if
else?
she was like a direct inspiration as much as just like the catalyst. Like, you know, she like I saw her and then I had to like say any direct inspiration. I mean, like you grow up watching like content creators, or I did. I don't know if you did, but like, you know, I grew up watching like Minecraft YouTubers and whatnot, like Dogs Cast, Sky Does Minecraft, like, you know, and I don't know. It just seems like they're just having so much fun. So you kind of kind of got locked into that at like an early age, I want to say, and like it was always on like it's always just something I wanted to do, you know. And it never really became realistic until like VTubing was a thing. Tobuscus, oh my god, Tobuscus's old Minecraft videos were fun. I wanted to do, and then eventually like and I don't know, it never really became a reality until VTubing, because I was like so anxious to show my face, you know. I have like severe anxiety about a lot of stuff, and you know, showing my face online is one of them, because I'm worried like I don't know what people are gonna do with that, you know.
Oh yeah, and there's the whole thing about also expressing, you know, your
the OC stuff, like being able to be my like original character when like I'm playing D&D and I'm doing like, you know, I'm constantly in my own head with like my own characters. So yeah, it's great. It's fucking great.
Yeah, and also being able to express your sexuality in a way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Femboys fits in that, but
that's true. I think that was like the main thing, right? Because like, you know, you want to present yourself as a certain way, and like, you know, if you don't look that way in real life, it's like, well, lol, get fucked. You're not cute enough. You're not attractive enough to be a streamer. Sorry.
That's why I think VTubing is so cool, especially for those who grew up with animes and reading animes.
Yeah, yeah.
I still gotta read Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, you do, dude. You gotta watch it. I mean, you should like watch it and then you should read it.
Watch it first? Okay.
Or okay. You should watch the first episode of the 1999 anime, right?
Okay. Am I gonna get a roadmap? Like,
and then you should switch over to the 2011 for the rest of it, because I think it just has better pacing and it's just a little more consistent. It's a complete story, the 2011 version, and the 1999 version has like a lot of filler, of course. So you know, you don't want to.
Okay, so the first episode,
filler's garbage,
and then first episode of the 90s one. Then you switch. Or
you could just read the whole manga.
Okay. You need like, you know how they give you like a roadmap on how to watch the Star Wars? They're like, you gotta start with this, then you do this, then you watch the movie, then you watch the show, then you... That's what we're gonna need for animes.
okay. Hunter x Hunter isn't too bad about that. It's just like there's one episode in the 1990 version that is more similar to the manga than the 2011 version had, but then there's a bunch of filler in the 90s version that the 2011 version skips over. There's no filler.
Good. I hate fillers.
Okay. Hate filler too. Yeah.
What about Fairy Tail? Have you watched that one?
Yeah, a long time ago. I watched it a bit ago.
Is it good? I was thinking of giving it a watch too.
I mean, it's no Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, Hunter x Hunter.
If that's what you're asking.
Ah, okay. All right, I'll start with Hunter x Hunter. Convinced.
I've also started watching like Haikyuu lately. Have you seen Haikyuu?
No.
It's like a volleyball anime. It's kind of peak. I know it doesn't sound like it might be amazing, but it's kind of amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the anime Hypnosis always sound awful, but then the anime itself is like different, or it convinces you.
Yeah, I think Haikyuu is pretty good. My friend got me into it recently, and it's kind of amazing.
Okay.
Not as good as Hunter x Hunter though, so you should definitely like start with that.
Okay. Is it like a love story anime, or
Hunter?
Like a drama, or is it like a shonen?
It's like an anti-shonen.
Oh.
It's like everything shonen is, it's better.
What do you mean I said hypnosis. I share so much with Taiga's Drive. I started because it's fun. I saw Kizuna Ai and I was like, I will do that. I will become the cute anime girl. I had a similar start. Well, me, it was like a very low viewership Vtuber that was streaming in the same game category as I was, and I was like, what, you can do that? You can be an anime girl? And I was like, I need to do that. It broke my mind. I was like, I need to do that.
You have a lore for your anime character, for your you.
Me? Yeah, I'm a super villain.
Oh, really? I didn't know I was in the presence of a super villain. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I'm a mastermind. You know, I got my henchmen working on
goons?
On master plan, yeah, in the back
I've got
there.
Goons as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, Taigoons.
The Taigoons.
The Taigoons.
Yeah, the goons. My goons have been gooners lately, but we need to bring back the goon and gooners, you know?
We gotta
step
put
it
the
up.
goon back in gooning, yeah.
We're a little bit late on the world domination plan, but it's go, you know?
It starts small, and you just gotta work your way up, you know?
Yeah. I'm like, you know, the super villain kind that everything always kind of blows up in their face. Kind of like, you know, the coyote in Looney Tunes.
You're like the reoccurring villain that shows up every week and
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Team Rocket blasted off again. You know, I'm all about showmanship. You know, I make the grand entrance and.
Well, you host your own interviews. I mean, like, it doesn't get more showman than that.
Yeah, exactly. What's your lore? Do you have lore?
My lore? Okay. Okay, so my lore is I kind of have like a through line. There's like a Taigaverse, right? Like my original Twitter handle used to be Taigaverse, and that was like kind of like part of the lore, sort of. So like my first model was like a snow angel, right?
Okay.
And then that was it. That was kind of like the lore. Then my next model, this one, originally I was supposed to be like a fallen angel, you know? I had like demon horns.
Oh, I've never seen this version. This is adorable.
Yeah. I like halfway through development of like the fallen angel lore, we ended up going, oh, well, there goes everything. I'm bald now. I'm sorry. We added the tiger ears, and I was like, wait, I love this. Like, I love it so much. It looks so good. I love it. I was supposed to be like a fallen angel, a fallen snow angel, but I ended up just like as a tiger now.
A snow tiger.
A snow tiger, a snow angel, fallen angel, tiger, demon, tiger. It's a work in progress. But with the debut that's coming up with my next model, we're gonna like, we're gonna make it all cohesive. It's all gonna make sense. You'll have to have me on the show again, just so we could talk about my amazing lore. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, I think sometimes it does take time to build or figure out what you're really into. Like my first model, I felt it was very generic, and then it's like with my community and talking to my community, I finally managed to understand what kind of, you know, trope I was into and what I really liked. And sometimes you need to bounce back with somebody to be able to get there.
You need a few like, you know, you need a few redesigns sometimes. That's okay. It's totally okay. Yeah, I'm trying to combine, like, I don't know, because I hate like getting a new model and then kind of just like abandoning the previous one, you know what I mean? So that's kind of why like we did the Taigaverse thing, so that like all of the Taigas can exist at the same time and I can use any model, and it's just like, hey, I'm just this different alternate universe Taiga, where I'm a dog, or I'm a dog angel in this universe or something. Or I'm a tiger in this one, or I'm a snow angel, femboy, whatever, you know?
Yeah, and also when you start in the VTubing scene, sometimes like your research is not as, you know, all-encompassing as within a few years you're like, okay, now I've seen a lot of VTubers, I've seen what people do, and I can come up with a more original concept. Yeah,
it's definitely about like, I don't know, for my next debut, I really want to like, not like one-up, like, I'm not looking to one-up anybody, but like I really want to make a good stream, you know? Like I want to have a sick debut stream. I want to prove I can do it like as an indie, you know?
Will. Yeah, I think you will. Definitely be there cheering you on. Remember when you were Puppy Femboy, one of my faves of yours. Good times. Looking forward to the new model Taiga.
Yeah. Oh my god, should I bring it out? Should we bring out the puppy?
Did you reveal it? Oh, the puppy? Yeah, do it. Oh, it's gonna be one of those heavy models that like takes 5 minutes to load? Oh, there you go. Oh wait, I've seen this!
Yeah?
I've seen this! Oh my god!
What's up, dog?
But you look similar. Like I can tell this is Taiga.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure all of my designs, I think, kind of have like one through line, like a similar color scheme and stuff, like white hair, blue eyes, red shirt, you know?
I thought this was a new model, but just an alternate version, like a toggle that you made.
No, it's one of my older models, actually.
Oh my god, it's so cute!
I love it so much. It's a masterpiece, honestly.
Wait, so is that considered a furry chat?
I think definitely.
Bark, bark.
Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, bow. Yes.
Bow, bow.
It's a little animation. Oh, it's snow falling.
Oh yeah, I have snow coming out of my halo.
Oh.
Because I'm a snow angel. I don't have any wings though on this one, but that's okay.
Yeah, you got the fit body though with this one.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Where should I?
It's pretty toned.
Am I sitting on the chair properly?
Yeah, you are. You are.
Okay. Perfect.
Pants?
I got of course. I'm a dog. I
mean, no, these are shorts. What do you mean? They're not pants. Wait, they're booty shorts.
They're a little tight, but it was a tight fit. But I got them on. I got them on.
Hey yo, for free?
Woof. For free? I also got dogs, like pup.
Oh, the grippers!
The grippers!
Hey yo, for free?
For free, just for you, just for your chat.
I love this. I feel
just
like
for having me on. Thank you.
I just unlocked a new lore. New Taiga lore. Taiga's so cute, I want to give head pats and cuddle. Yeah!
Interesting.
But back to the interview with Taiga. Okay. Yes, a lot of people. I've been referring to you as he. Do you want to explain your pronouns a little bit? There seems to be some confusion about it.
I feel like this is confusion that I kind of started by accident. But also like, okay, so some boys are cool, right? Would you agree? Would you agree?
Yeah, I think they're
cool. Okay. I don't know. For me, I think part of the fun of femboys is that like they look like girls, right? Like that's just like that's the appeal. That's like the gimmick.
They're feminine
that's the whole point.
boys. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, obviously, like I would never get mad at anybody for calling me a boy or a girl. But I think a lot of people will hear me say like I'm okay with female pronouns because I think that's part of the fun, in my opinion. Basically, what's the point of a femboy looking like a girl if you're gonna like get mad at somebody for calling them a girl? You know what I mean? That's just like you're falling for the trap at that point, So I'm chill with it. I'm chill with like everything, you know what I mean? And I think some people like they took me chill with being called a girl to mean that I'm like trans or something. No, I'm not trans. I just think it's fun to like mess around with like gender roles and stuff. You know what I mean? That's the whole appeal of femboys to begin with. So like, why get up on people for it?
That is kind of androgynous and that's what's totally
like it just seems weird to be like, okay, I look like a girl, I'm working my ass off to look like a girl, I'm working my ass off to sound like a girl, and then I'm gonna get on somebody for like thinking I'm a girl. It just doesn't make sense,
It's kind of like me being a horse girl.
People think I'm a girl, people call me a girl, that just means I'm doing a good job being a femboy.
And I think people ask that mostly because it's been so they don't want to get yelled at if they use the wrong pronoun.
I definitely think there's that kind of the trend of like screeching at anybody for misgendering probably like stops that kind of culture from like
flourishing.
Thank you.
Being accepted. No, totally. So you're pretty laid back about it.
No, I could care less.
I think one of the examples I had like in a lot of LGBT circles, at least IRL, like a lot of my, for example, gay friends, when they would refer to another male, whether they'd be like straight or gay, they'd refer to them as she or like as a queen, it was just part of the lingo.
It's just part of the lingo, and then I think that it definitely got like a lot of like context and surrounding culture that almost hurts the femboy vibe in a way. I don't mind being called the queen though. Mostly it's like Queen is my favorite band, and I fucking love Queen.
They're great.
And their songs like they like Freddie Mercury will be like, I don't know, Killer's great. I love that shit. So like I don't know, I call myself a queen, but not in like a slay queen kind of way because I hate that. I don't hate people who do it. I just hate it for me. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, so true, bestie.
Like if I was like I think being called like a queen in like the literal sense, like I'm a ruler, that's
okay. Taiga, do you have any plans for your streams going forward or exciting things going
other than like the big debut? I definitely need to find myself, I need to like align my chakras and kind of just back into the momentum of streaming more than once a week. But I definitely have plans to just kind of like slowly kind of get back into it. I really want to go all in once the debut happens,
And I think don't give up. Don't let this bring you down. I know it sucks, and the thing with creative jobs is that once a negative experience happens, it does really sap a lot of your passion. And I know I'm speaking from experience there because that's happened in other career paths that I've tried. But clearly you're fit to be a streamer. You have a community that loves you. And
thank you.
You're working behind the scene to get your channel back. So, there's still a chance that you will get it back.
I hope so. Yeah. Most of the time, like, I don't know, like you're fine most of the time. And then suddenly it just hits you,
I know. Oh, I can relate to that. Don't let the brain worms get to you.
They eat a lot. They're hungry worms.
Do you think that all of those events, the Google Docs, the negativity, has it impacted also the people around you, like your mods, your editors?
I mean, like, I guess how do you mean impacted, first of all?
Not sure, maybe morale wise or just work wise. Like for me, I think once you grow to a certain level, you're like, okay, I know that there's all these people that, you know, this is their working for me is like their main source of income. And I'm like, if I lost something or if my channel would go down, I would get worried. I would be letting them down too. I feel like there's people depending on me now, and there's also that on top of the whole morale thing. But I don't want to feed you an end. I don't know. This is just how I see things.
Oh yeah. I mean, like it's almost a full-time job for my mods at this point, right? Because like they're like they basically have to be like on guard all the time, making sure nobody's like joining the Discord server and like causing shit or saying some garbage.
Oh, they're like on
sure,
high alert.
Yeah, it's like it's high stress. I feel bad for them, and it's like kind of the same for me, I guess, because like it's almost like you don't get to sleep. You know what I mean? Like every day I gotta wake up and I gotta go check social media to make sure there's not another Google Doc.
That's
like,
terrible.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking crazy. You'd think one would be enough, right? Like you'd think the one would be like it, right?
Yeah.
But for some reason, like people keep like trying, and it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, morale, I'd have to like specifically talk to them to see like how each of them are feeling, because I'm sure it's different for everybody and everyone like copes and handles with it differently. But for me, it's like you just don't get a break, you know? You just don't get a break.
It must be really tiring. Like just I don't know. I feel like, well, then anything could set you off, right? Because you're like, let's say, see a subscriber drop somewhere, and you're like, oh my god, is there somewhere where they're talking about me?
Yeah, it's definitely like a 100%, yeah.
It's like then you can't sleep.
Can't sleep. I want to make sure like everybody's chill and everybody's good, right? Like, I genuinely do try to do my best for everybody in the community, and mostly for myself. You know what I mean? Because I think like my biggest nightmare is me letting everyone down again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm so scared that like, no, people have given me a second chance. A lot of people have given me a second chance, and I'm so terrified that, you know, like I'm just one Google Doc away from like the public narrative shifting and everyone being like, yeah, we told you so. Look at this. Oh, we were wrong to give Taiga. Like I'm so scared of that happening.
Oh.
So I don't know. I'm like committed 100% to like just doing my goddamn best for everyone in my community at this point. That's also like why I like, you know, as you know, I think depressed and demotivated sometimes as I am. No, like I can't just quit at this point, you know?
Yeah.
People have invested like way too much in me, and I if I let them down, you know, I'll hate myself for it for the rest of my life, you know?
You seem to have a really supportive community, I'll say that, and a supportive group of mods around you. So I feel like there's been a silver lining to everything that you've gone through. And it's all of those people showing up for you, you know, setting up the charity fund, not charity fund, the GoFundMe. Yeah,
the GoFundMe was crazy. Again, we only asked for like, I think like 1K initially, and then we like so overshot that goal.
Really?
No, we have too much money at this point. We ended up donating 1,000 of it to the cancer charity event that I was a part of like earlier in the month. But we still have like a bunch left, and I need to figure out like exactly what we're gonna like do with it at this point.
Put it in the LAIR fund.
Yeah, I mean, like here's the thing about the LAIR fund. There's definitely a point where like I gotta accept the loss and be like, we're not getting it back, right? Because as much as I'd love to just keep pumping money into it,
okay, yeah,
you know, if I at a certain point, if I believe that there's like not a future in getting it back, I'm not just gonna keep like dumping more money. There's more money for something they can't do, you know? It's not coming back. It's not coming back. So hopefully that'll figure out how realistic it is pretty soon. This is what I'm trying to say, and you know, figure out what we need to do with it. You know.
Is there something that has kept you I can't word anymore. Has there something that's kept you going through all of the challenges you faced this year?
Spite.
Spite? I need to get what I deserve.
No, not like that. Well, kind of, like, sort of, but I really just don't want to give them the satisfaction, you know what I mean? Like,
win.
To win.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, like they're
like
not
the
gonna
let... the Google Doc that dropped, like, this week. Like, you think I'm gonna let that be the end of me? You think I'm disappearing over that? Like, no way. I know it's a bit of spite and also a bit of like I've invested way too much money on this VTuber debut and I've been working on it for like almost 2 years now. And if I don't at least see it through to the debut, I will like take a huge financial loss, basically.
Yeah, no, but I get the spite part where it's like, I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction to think they won over or they successfully bullied me out of a platform.
So yeah, like if I disappear,
yeah,
I want it to be on my own terms. Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, absolutely, I totally get that.
And yeah, it's definitely like a little bit of spite. Like, man, like I am not letting like someone who did this to me, like I'm not letting you outgrow me. Like I am not gonna disappear just because like you want me to. I don't know. Success is the best revenge. Exactly.
True.
Like
yeah, it is.
A little bit of spite goes a long way.
Is there anything you still feel is missing to be successful, other than your channel, of course?
I mean, like, yeah, obviously, like getting my stuff back would be a great start, but I definitely feel like there's still like a bit of a glass like ceiling over my head, no matter what I do at this point. No, like interviews like this, I think, like I don't know, like thank you so much for interviewing me or like even wanting to have me on, because that's like
really?
I did not. Yeah, no, yeah, seriously, I didn't expect like anything like this to ever happen.
Because I feel like a lot of big YouTubers have covered your issue.
I think so, like a few for sure. It definitely helps like every time. I think there's, I'm not gonna say I think, there's definitely a kind of like a silent blacklist that is always kind of being enforced among like larger creators, and you don't see it with me, you'll definitely see it with like certain other like people. There's definitely a silent blacklist that still kind of goes on, you know, and until I feel like I don't know what I would need to do exactly to break it, but I definitely feel like it exists, you know.
Oh wow, okay. That's not something I told myself, that I wouldn't play by these rules when I got into Vtubing. So I'm trying to live according to my principles still, as much as I can, you know? I
think that's why, like, it's definitely why I respect you so much, I suppose.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely, you know, I've collabed with a lot of people that were quote unquote like cancelled, or people had something to say about them. But from the very start, the thing is, you can never make people happy. Like even my first videos, people were like, well, I hope you don't collab with Nuzagi, I hope you don't collab with Rev, and things like that. And I was like, I don't want people to tell me what to do.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah, there's definitely people who are like, I don't know, they want you to like, you gotta hang out with the right people, and I think it's okay to like, I don't know, it should definitely be normalized to like associate with maybe like, you know, like people on this whatever imaginary blacklist that whoever made up, you know. I think part of it stems from like the idol culture, that you need to be like so perfect, and like literally any amount of dirt, right? Like anything will get you like kind of thrown out of like the community, really, the bigger part of the industry. Yeah. That in itself, like the more people they throw out, kind of creates its own like counterculture of like, you know, people who are kind of able to exist in the way they want. And I don't know. I think as that grows, there might be good. It might be, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but.
You think there's going to be a counter movement to this, or there already is one?
I don't know if it'll be like an official counter movement, but I just think like, you know, they can't blacklist everybody, you know?
No,
and the more people they do, the more people that they'll just come over to the other side, and that other community will kind of like a little bigger, you know? Every time you blacklist someone, the blacklist gets bigger, and then you've got your own like blacklist community of like people who just like don't really care, you know?
People turn on each other on a dime anyway. They're not real friends, they're just temporary allies.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I mean, I judge people after I meet them. Once I get to know better, I judge people on their heart, not whichever.
Yeah. As long as someone's not like actively like hurting other people, like there's not much I can, like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
Yeah, there's no movement, but a mindset, a vibe. Yeah, it's kind of like the pendulum swing, you know, kind of like my tail.
I think people are definitely seeing it, right? Because Connor Sea Dog, right? He made like a video about how like, man, people are just way too like ready to harass people and like, drop shit on anyone. I think Sayu made a tweet about it as well. I definitely think there's like a rising movement of people who are just kind of like fed up with like walking on eggshells all the time.
Yes, and there's something really there's I can see both sides. There's something really cathartic about, you know, going online, seeing somebody vent or rage about something that's frustrating you. Like I've definitely seeked out that kind of content before. So I'm frustrated with a commission, then I go watch a clip of Kershaw ranting about how her experience with an art commission went really bad, and that's so satisfying to watch. Then on the other side, there's people like you know, the author of Game of Thrones, that's like, you know, online communities, they used to get together for their love of something. Like, I love this, I love Lord of the Rings, so I'm gonna go on the Lord of the Rings subreddit to talk about my passion or about this anime. But now online communities are formed around hating something or like hating a movement. So yeah, I don't know how both things can coexist. There's definitely need to be a balance. You know what? We need to establish a balance in the force. I think that's what it is.
I think we need to see like, I think like everything just needs to like stop for a second. I don't know. I'd love a reset like so badly.
Yeah.
I'd love if everything just like could just like reset to zero. We could just go back to the beginning in 2020 where everyone is like just so like happy and ready to socialize. I think we need that.
There's this saying that every VTuber starts with, you know, their rose-tinted glasses. And then after a while, you just get, I think Nuzagi told me that, the rose-tinted glasses, and then you come out of there like super skeptical about everything.
It's hard to trust. It's hard to trust, you know? I'm kind of like, oh God.
Yeah, jaded. Yeah, everybody turns out jaded.
Yeah, jaded. Yeah.
There's also, I feel like, a few months on the internet feels like years sometimes. Like there's just so much that happened, so much change.
Yeah, oh God, for sure. What would you say the solution is, you know?
Solution? Oh my God, I feel like...
What do we need right now? What is the VTubers we need right now?
Not sure. That's crazy because a lot of people, a lot of the content online is focused on calling out things that are going wrong or calling out frustrations, but there's very little solution.
Yeah.
That's been one of my issues, but to find solutions to really big issues, it's difficult because I think at the core, it starts with changing what you can around you, like in your close circle and stuff. And then after that, you can branch out to try to help or, you know, spread positivity to other circles. But it's
a process.
It depends of your reach and depends of your resources, depends of how much your mental can handle. So that does differ from person to person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in my it is what it is phase.
Yeah.
Taking it one day at a time.
Exactly. Like when you're kind of barely staying afloat, then of course you can't take on a big burden of what's wrong with the VTubing community right now. At the end of the day, it's like you can't... Game's already set, the rules are already set. You can't come in and change the rules. You gotta play the game the way it was meant to be, you know?
Yeah, I definitely, yeah. The problem is I don't think we're all playing by the same rules, you know what I mean?
True.
It's definitely like, once you get to a certain size in this industry, especially the VTubing, like, you're kind of immune. You're kind of just immune. I feel like there's a dozen people, like, nobody wants to change the rules once you're immune.
True. I think there is a change coming. I think we see a lot of, the more corporate VTubers graduating. There was Chloe, that's announced her graduate today.
Oh, Chloe from
Hololive, the Orca girl, yeah.
Oh God, no! Oh, she was cute.
I know, she was so cute. Well, it's like,
sad.
It's not an official full-on graduation, but it is like partial, and I really do think we're going into the era of the rise of the really big indies. Now we'll have to see
the rise of VShoujo.
I hope that it's not just going to be corpo indies that make it big, and I hope there's still room for smaller indies to make it. I think there is because
I don't know. I think it's mixed. It's mixed. I think it's I don't know how to predict it. I think we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, I think since the Vtubing, it's just we're theory crafting here. Because the Vtubing community is getting big, it's encompassing a lot more people, and different people will seek different niche. Like we talked about the femboy niche earlier. Maybe somebody's gonna go watch a lawyer VTuber, like with legal mindset, because they're like a little bit more brainy. Maybe somebody else is looking, like the idea of a news VTuber a couple of years ago, that they were way more rare too. So. And there's all kinds of VTubers popping up, for better or for worse. See.
Keep in mind, these corpo indies are now free to collab with like regular indies. I guess I don't know if they're though. You know, I don't think it's.
I think it's more of their choice. If they don't want to collab with a regular indie, it's because they want to stick to, again, what's safe and what they know and
It's yeah. I don't
other
know.
people's eyes.
Yeah, of course. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, there's really no reason to reach out.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's really easy to just do what works, and doing what works is like, hey, oh hey, you're ex-famous corpo. Well, come collab with these famous indies, you know? And I don't know. It's definitely. I feel like I don't know. Wait and see. From my perspective, I feel like it's just getting harder and harder to like really like make it from like the ground up, unless you got like a lot of money to drop on like a lot of assets, and I don't know. I think it's difficult.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't know. I could be wrong, but
It might be more difficult to break out now because the indies, I mean, the indies that are popular right now, they've had a leg up because they came from corporate backgrounds.
yeah, it helps. It helps.
Then the big indies, they've been on the scene for multiple years.
Yeah. Every once in a while, we'll see like a new breakout. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's not consistent enough to call like a trend. You know. I think it's pure luck if you really make it or not.
Yeah.
You know the right people, and do you have enough money to get yourself like marketed? I guess you know.
I guess
I could be wrong though. Maybe like show me some statistics. I'm willing to be proven wrong. I'm not trying to say anything.
yeah,
I'm not trying to make any conclusions.
I'm not sure either. It might be right that it's going to become harder to reach a really big status. We're still going to see some breakout talents here and there because that's just how they
of
go.
course.
Yeah.
We'll always see them. We'll always see some breaking in
Yeah.
there.
Because people want fresh meat.
People want fresh meat. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of examples like I've seen of like like really small indies kind of
Yeah, me
working their way
too.
all the way up lately, who didn't just kind of like join VShojo and then like get that buff. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, honestly, we went through all my questions, and I was like,
that everything?
I have a lot. I didn't think we'd get through all of them, but we did.
Yeah.
I'm really, yeah. I'm glad we got to do this. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was
I
nice
hope this
getting to
was-
know you.
Yeah, it was great getting to know you, Rima. Thank you so much for having me on.
My pleasure.
Hope we could do this again
Yeah.
time. Thank you, and thank you, Rima, for being so lovely, and nice, and
don't be
just
too
good
nice to
vibes all
them.
around. Sorry.
They're gonna get an ego.
Fuck you.
Honestly, I had a lot of fun. I hope Chad enjoyed it too. I think,
Yeah, something. I hope you guys got something out of that. That was worthwhile.
yeah. I mean, I'm down to do more collabs in the future if you ever want to play a game
Anytime.
or something. I think we
Of
talked
course.
about that game I played,
Yeah.
Protocol.
Yeah, I want to play Protocol with you so bad. That'd be so much fun. I played it a bit during the charity stream, and I actually got to learn a lot about the game. So I'm an expert now. I can.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
ready.
That's how I felt too. I was like, okay, this was my first time playing it. Now I feel like I could play it for real, you know?
It's a bit overwhelming.
I'm
at
a
first.
bit of a
There's lot to
try-hard,
do.
yeah.
I mean, did your chat have any questions before you wanted that?
Oh
end, or-
yeah, chat, do you guys have any questions? Question
an
for
open
Taiga. How much for feet?
I feel like I already gave you feet for free.
Yeah, we already
You got
gave you
dog
feet,
feet.
Tenza.
You officially a furry? No, I'm unofficially a furry.
What is this? I can't look at my... Oh, shit!
Oh,
I didn't mean to do that!
oh, wait. Oh my god.
Wait!
Wait. Huh? Oh my god.
I just put my feet on the table. That was so rude.
I noticed. I saw you got your grippers out.
What are you
For free? Oh my god.
I had to match Taiga's freak.
That's crazy. You need. Oh my god. I love your models so much. I mean, the feet. They're good feet. They're good feet, Rima.
Thank you, thank you. Was that vase panties or what the? No, there's a vase in front. I was hiding my, my panties. Okay, you guys got you got free feet, you got a Taiga, furry. I think we got everything today. Everything we
Yeah.
could ask for.
Everything we could ever want. One stream. I thought I smelled cheese. What does that mean?
Wow, are you saying that my feet smell? How dare you? My correction is needed after stream. Tortillas.
Chat is so much fun. Oh my god.
Has Taiga ever done Ara Ara? Have you ever done an Ara Ara?
Maybe like a long time ago. It's been a bit. Should I? Do I do it?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. I guess they did pay 50 tier 1 gift sub, so you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it like deep, right? Because it's like seductive. You know, you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ara. something.
Oh my god, it's so good. It could be an anime ara.
I don't know about that. Wait, now you have to do one though.
I'm not very good at voice acting.
Sure you are. No, it should be great.
Shit, I gotta do it now.
You gotta teach me how it's done.
Okay, well, let me bring my mic closer. Okay. Ara.
Oh my god, I got chills. Chat, I got chills.
No, not the Spanish lessons, please.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Rima.
You're welcome. No, thank you for coming and taking time off your day to do this.
Of course. This is my usual stream time, but you know, we've been planning this for months. I felt like
yeah, and
it was time.
Taiga holics were really nice in the chat.
I saw a couple of thinking emojis, but I hope you'll let that slide.
Oh yeah, well free speech and all. I let people say most things. My chat. Watch out, guys! Don't go spamming those thinking emojis elsewhere. You might get bunked for it.
Watch out.
Tygoons, yeah, dude, Tygoons love you.
I love my Tygoons.
It's so I can feel the love.
I hope they were good. Thank you so much, Rima.
They were.
This was lovely. This was great. Do I know what happened? Is it this way?
That's so cute. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.